invest and make that money while you sleep. I'm gone.
What's good? What's good? What's good, family? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trappin. Welcome to another amazing episode of Trappin Tuesday, man. All right, man, we got an amazing episode for y'all tonight. You know, we appreciate, but we got to start off with telling y'all how much we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all, you know, just each and every week coming on, you know, each and every week watching us in the living room, watching us in the bedroom, watching us in the kitchen, watching us while you're at work, you know, watching us while you're driving the car, man. Just making us a part of your everyday life, man. And then we just want to say thank you for that. Man, we're 196 episodes in, man. So truly, man, without y'all, there would be no us, man. Without y'all, there would be no Wall Street Trap. Or without y'all, there would be no Trappin Tuesday. Without y'all, there would be no Wall Street Looks Like Us now. So from the bottom of my heart and everybody in my team, we just want to tell y'all thank y'all for giving us purpose, man. And that's real. All right, man. So I got something real deep today. Like, and y'all don't know this, but like, man, there's a transition, there's a switch happening, right? Like, and I feel it. And I want to ask you this question. What if the thing that's holding you back is not what you've been through, but the memories of it that you're holding on to? Yeah. Like, what if what's holding you back isn't what you've been through, but it's actually the memories of it that you're holding on to? Because you're in a phase right now where you're trying to put assets where bills once were. You're trying to put wealth where poverty once was. You're trying to have freedom where you were once financially enslaved. And it's not that you can't get out of it, but what if it's just the memory that you're holding on to that's keeping you from moving forward? Yeah. Like, we all gonna experience losses. We all gonna experience pain. We all gonna experience downfalls, pitfalls, setbacks, right? But what if it's the idea of it that you hold on to that keep you from moving forward and not actually the act itself? All right, let me dig into that a little bit further, right? So there's people who I know that went to prison. And when they come home from prison, the reason why they don't get their life right is because they hold on to the fact that they've been to prison. And they don't embrace the fact that they out of prison, they got another opportunity, they got another chance, but they hold on to the fact that they've been to prison, and they let the idea that they've been to prison actually enslave them a second time. All right, so everybody ain't been in prison, so everybody gonna get that story. All right, what if there's an opportunity where you had some money and you took a chance on yourself and you tried to start this business and you went all in and then you failed? But instead of you saying, yo, I learned so much from that, I know how to start it again this time. So instead of doing that, what you do now is you settle for something because the idea of failure keeps you from pulling the trigger again, moving forward. So now you never want to jump out the plane again. All right, so what if, let me make it make even more sense. So like, you make your first investment in the market and you make your first trade, and then that trade don't go right after you did the research, after you did the studying, after you did the homework, after you did the paper trading, after you thought you had the whole process in place. You make the trade and then the trade go against you, and then you lose, and you make another trade and the trade go against you, and then you lose. And then from that moment on, the idea how it felt to lose that trade keep you from trading, and you miss out on printing your freedom. So what if it's not the actual act of the thing that keeps you from moving forward? What if it's just the memory of the thing that you're holding on to? But I want to talk to us tonight about preparing for victory, y'all. I want to talk to us tonight about preparing for victory. Because what we have to do is use the losses as lessons. I know you heard that before, but let me dig a little deep into that. What is it that's inside of the loss that you can learn from? All right? Like, what is the data that we can extract from it? And I like to use myself a lot of times. Matter of fact, I'm going to use a friend of mine. Like, her name's Super, right? And this is a lot going on with Super right now. But I remember I always tell her this when I see Super. I say, Super, man, you were the blueprint for me. I always tell her that every time I see her, every time I DM her. You know, she married now, so I don't call her. You know what I'm saying? So, but I always tell her that when I say, I be like, yo, you the blueprint. You was the blueprint for me. Because I remember when I knew you when you was wiping tables at Oceana Grill. I remember when you was wiping tables down. And I remember when I had my t-shirt company and you used to charge me $25 to post my t-shirts. And then I remember you made $1 million in an hour. And I said, God dang, how she did that? That's super. I know her. And from that moment on, I saw social media completely different. And I remember telling my partner, his name's Jamon, like we was in the streets together. And I said, Jamon, you see this phone, bro? I said, bro, you see these little squares on this Instagram, bro? I said, bro, these little squares worth a lot of money, bro. He said, huh? I said, bro, Super just charged me $25 to post my t-shirt on her page. And I went to doing that math. I'm like, bro, what? I said, bro, this free. She built this up. And I'm willing to pay her $25. Bro, this was in 2014, 15. I said, bro, this phone, this social media thing, this is where the next millionaire is gonna come from, bro. I say between this and the stock market, bro, this gonna be, I say, bro, the street's dead. He's like, say, I feel that. And so fast forward, I remember I got her to do some stuff for me and she was like, free, cause I rock with you, I ain't gonna charge you what I charge everybody else. Man, I was like, man, I appreciate that, you heard me? I'm saying all that to say that, who do you know already? Watch this. Who do you have proximity to that can expose you to what's possible? They missed it. Right? Like, who do you have proximity to? And if you don't have proximity to somebody, you need to get proximity to somebody because proximity is preparation for victory. And I remember watching Super. I remember watching her go live every day, all day, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 people on a live. And I said, okay, this is how you engage with your audience. Oh, I got it. She would get up in the morning, go on a live. She would do a live in the evening. She would do a live story time with Super. I said, okay, this is how you engage with your audience. And I watched her. She made $1 million in an hour selling makeup. I said, oh my God, then she did it again. Then she did it again. I said, oh, there's a recipe behind this. There's a formula to this. This ain't fluke. And so I studied her. And then I remember studying Judy. Notice I don't mind giving these black women their props because I watched them do something that I had never seen done before. And then I became like another level of friends with them like, hey, what's up? How can I help? What can I do to help you? What can I do to serve? How can I help you in your business? But I was preparing myself for victory because I was around people who was killing it. I was talking to people who was killing it. And if I'm around killers, I'm going to become a killer. Because I'm going to study what killers doing. And so I'm asking you this question tonight. I'm challenging you. Like, we see what's happening in this world, y'all. The market been on a 10-week winning spree. It's a whole bunch of money being made. You got to get around people who won't pull that trigger. If you don't have the wherewithal to pull it on your own, you got to get around people who say, hey, this is what's going on. This is not about my group, y'all. This isn't about my community, y'all. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all, Trap going to eat regardless. That's why I show y'all $200,000 a day, $300,000 a day, $400,000 a day. But I've also showed you $1.5 million loss, a $500 loss, $400,000 loss. I'm gonna be in this. I'm gonna die in the market, y'all. They're gonna have to shut the market off for me to get out of it. I'm telling you, you missing out on a life-changing opportunity because you ain't around nobody who victorious. You ain't around nobody who killing it, and you keep trying to tell yourself, I'm gonna do it on my own. When you don't gotta do it on your own, you just gotta get around some killers. Now, the hardest thing about that is when you coming from being the first person in your environment, or you being the first person in your neighborhood, or the first person in your family, you gotta suffer the most. You gotta suffer the most. You gotta take the most L's. You gotta take the losses, and it gotta be painful, and people gonna depend on you. And I got something that I want to tell everybody who in that first generation millionaire stage. You got this thing in your head where why people keep asking you, and I'm telling you, you the first person they seen successful. Who else they gonna ask? Who else they supposed to ask? You'll never hear me come out my mouth saying, man, people just keep asking me for money. I'm the most successful person they seen. Of course they gonna ask me for money. Where my boundaries at? Right, of course, I'm the first millionaire they ever seen. Let alone the first 8-figure person they ever seen. Of course they gonna ask me for money. Of course they gonna think my money reign forever. Of course they not gonna understand the type of bills that I have. Of course they ain't gonna understand what type of taxes I'm paying. They don't think a person could pay $4 million in taxes. That don't seem real to them. Why am I asking them to relate to my story? Of course they gonna ask me. My thing is, how do I put them in position to win? You'll never hear me say, man, everybody around me just keep asking. They supposed to ask me, bro. I'm the only person they know that made this kind of money before. What you talking about? Who else they gonna ask? They don't know Tyler Perry. They don't know Kevin Hart. They know Wallstreet Trappin. They know Free. They know Leon. So it's my goal to put them in position. Hey, I'm not gonna give you the money, but here's what you can learn how to do. Here's the information. Here's how you can execute. Let me help you open the account. Let me help you do the thing. Like, stop holding on to things. Stop relating to stories because you hear other people saying it. Embrace it. What come with it. Heavy is the head. Heavy is the head. Either you're going to lead, or you're going to be a leader, or you're going to be a follower. Or you're going to stay where the hell you at. Because with success come a lot. And it's only lonely at the top when you don't know how to bring people with you. You got a lot of room at the top, but you got to learn how to bring people with you. Not spoon feed them, bring them with you. But you got to prepare for victory early. Stop asking them to relate to your story. Stop asking them to relate to your pain. Man, nobody knows what I'm going through. They don't supposed to know. They ain't there yet. You the one with the calling, not them. You the one with the power, not them. You the one with the vision, not them. You got to walk in that. You got to stand in that. You built different. You got different calling on your life. That's why you can't sleep at night. You see the vision too clear. You want to tell everybody about it. It's in you. It's a fire. Everybody don't got that. Some people get up every day and don't know what the hell they doing. You getting up every day with a fire under your ass. You getting up every day knowing you got to get it. You getting every day you get punched in the face. You keep on fighting. Stuff keep happening to you. You keep on fighting. You ain't perfect. You mess up. You fall short. But you keep on fighting. That show you who you are. It's in you. But you got to walk in it. You got to stop asking people who don't got the same fire. You got to stop asking people who don't got the same oil. You got to stop asking people who don't got the same calling on their life to understand what you're going through. Ain't nobody understood what David was going through. Ain't nobody understand what Joseph was going through. Ain't nobody understand what Abraham was going through. Ain't nobody understand what David was going through. Nobody understood that but David. Nobody understood that but Abraham. Nobody understood that but Christ. Now, I'm not saying you Christ. I'm not saying I'm Christ. I'm just saying when you got a calling on your life, I'm just saying when you got a purpose bigger than yourself, no people around you ain't going to understand. So stop asking them to be empathetic. Stop asking them to be the sympathetic. Prepare for victory, man. And nobody don't understand, but I just paid $4 million in taxes, bro. So what? Nobody cares, bro. Nobody cares about them $4 million that you pay in taxes, bro. Man, nobody don't know what I got to go through, bro. I got to do this. So, no, you signed up for that, not them, bro. You the one quit your job. You the one left your house in Atlanta to go sleep on your great auntie's sofa. You the one sold a car. You did that because this is where you wanted to be at, bro. So stop wanting people to be sympathetic for you. Stop wanting people to be empathetic for you. Stop wanting people to feel sorry for you. Either you want the shit or you don't. You you gonna put your big boy drawers on, you gonna put your big girl drawers on, or you ain't. You can't have both. You're gonna make the money, you're gonna lose the money, you're gonna make it again. You're gonna invest the money, you're gonna navigate the right way. Oh, it is what it is, bro. Prepare for victory. And the biggest issue is we keep coming up with these what-if scenarios. Right? When I say prepare for victory, I mean it's plan A, ain't nothing else happening. It's plan A, ain't no plan B. You keep having a secondary plan. What if this don't go right? I don't got them plans. Successful people don't got them plans. Either the ship gonna get there or bury me with the ship, fam. That's it. Either I'm going where I say I'm going, I'ma die going. I'ma die in motion. That way I know when I left, I gave it all I got. That way I know when I leave, I gave it all I had. I emptied the tank. Some of y'all gonna die with a full tank. You're gonna die with a full tank. I never wanna go out like that, man. I wanna know that, man, I got in here, I might have ain't get it all right, bro, but I gave it everything I had, man. And I had some fun while I was doing it. That's how you prepare for victory, man. You strategize and you go at it. You stop coming up with things that could go wrong. Oh, man, if I had enough money to do this. You got enough. Go get it. It's out here. They print it every day. Come on, man. It's time for him. It's time. This is what we've been waiting on. 10 winning weeks in a row. This is what we've been waiting on. We went through a whole 2025 of, man, Donald Trump doing this. We went through October, November, December. Donald Trump, you get 10 winning weeks in a row. What is you waiting on? Throw all the money at it. You keep complaining. You keep what-ifing. You keep stutter-stepping. You keep waiting for the right time. You keep, man, just jump out the plane. Jump out the plane. Because you already know what it looked like to stand on the ground and watch everybody else jump. You already know what it looked like to stand on the ground and watch everybody else jump. But you know what you say? It's just my luck. It'll be just my luck. Again, what if the thing holding you back is not the actual act of what you've been through? It's the idea. It's the emotion. So tonight, man, episode 196. I just want to challenge everybody to prepare for victory, man. I want you to just take that step forward, man, and go after it. And don't, watch this, man. Don't worry about it being right. Just worry about what it took for you to pull the trigger. That's it. And get comfortable with whatever that look like. Man, I don't want to lose that money. Trap, well, guess what, bro? You ain't going to never get nowhere where you really want to go if you don't accept loss as a part of the process. You know how many L's I done took since to get here? You know how many L's I got to take to get where I really want to go at? But I accepted that when I signed up for it. I accepted that when I signed up for it. So tonight, episode 196, prepare for victory, man. Let's go, man. Woo! Got a good show tonight, man. Got a good show tonight. All right, y'all, so let me say something right quick. Y'all gonna be looking for Jose. He's not here. My dog, that's your brother, graduated? Yeah, Jose's son graduated, man. So, you know, he out tonight. We're gonna flush him on GP. Because we knew at that moment he would have said something like, Hey, man. You said something about his parachute or something, you know what I'm saying? Something only Jose, it's so crazy because only he can come up with the stuff that he gonna say. You know what I'm saying? And only he can come up, only Jose can come up with the stuff he say. So we gonna, let's shout Jose out, man. Shout out to my dog, Jose, man. We got love for him. We miss you tonight, dog. Get back safe. We can't wait to get back to you, man. Let's holler at our people right quick, man. We got Maurice Walker from Buffalo, New York. What's good, man? The Go Giver, what's up? Don Pluto 2, what's up? Shaw Bear Shorty, what's up? Mo Ashley, what's good? Ashley No Love, what's good, love? I am TC, what's good? E Will, I see you. Square Biz, I see ya. Double R, what's good? Model Monique, Noel in the house, what's good, family? I just came back from home yesterday. Shazam X, that's a fact. Honorary flush. Will Mac, I see you. Rob D M3N, I see you. Chocolate Diamond 07 was good. Terrell Wilson was good. Simeon Miller was good. Max B, I see you, man. Vaughn S007, I see you. First Gen Millionaire, I see you. Chop Fellas, I see you. Stage 2 Trader, I see you. Tamara Buchanan, I see you. Carolina Blue, I see you, family. Wall Street Mac, I see you. Aura F, Aura LLC, I see you, man. Nappy Terps, I see you. Stello 076, I see you. Joel Blake, I see you, man. D Block, I see you. Sammy 901 Sosa, Memphis, Tennessee, checking in. Tennessee. Nate the Great, what's good, man? Nate been on fire in a Patreon. Gotta shout my guy Nate, man. Nate be on fire in a Patreon. Shout out to Nate. Shout out my dog Nate. Hold up, y'all. Let me say something. I'm gonna say this. Y'all better not take it the wrong way, man. Man, my lady came. Well, not my lady, but the lady came, gave me the stretch today. Boy, Sean said, boy, I ain't never seen you smile like that. I ain't know how to take that. You hear me? He said, I was gonna say what's up, Trap, but you was laying down with your eyes closed smiling. I said, stay out my business, dog. Stay out my damn business. The Dope, what's good, man? Larry Morgan, I see you. Nappy Lifestyle, I see you. Davion, what's good, family? Rudy Gentry, what's good? King Me 305, I see you, family. Michael McKnight, I see you. Paul Bricks, what's good, fam? Square Biz, what's good? Fit Mom 30, what's good? Tori Simmons, what's good, love? All right, let's get to it, man. I'm going to shout some of y'all out along the way. Shelly Booker, I see you, family. All right. So, man, we got a good show tonight. We got a lot to talk about tonight. Man, it is June. June the 2nd. I'm officially 30-something days away from being 44, bro. I wonder if I look 44. How does that supposed to look? How does it supposed to look? When people be like, you don't look your age. Like, how do your age supposed to look? Man, like how does, like I always hear people I've heard people tell me that before, and I always just say it's because I went to prison. That's always my response. I went to prison, bro. Probably. That's always my response. How old you is, bro? I be like, bro, I'm 40, man, bro. You don't look that old, boy. I said, good, I went to prison for 10 years, bro. Probably because I went to prison for 10 years, bro. Kind of like, it probably helped me out a little bit. I don't know how much, but it helped me out a little bit. I don't drink, I don't smoke. You know what I'm saying? I try to work out as much as I can. You know, drink a lot of water, a lot of watermelon juice. I fast a lot. So that might help me a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm about to piss on Robert Jose right quick. I still got all my hair, you heard me? Robert Jordan. I'm just playing. I just like, that's my dog, so I like to mess with them niggas, man. That's my dog. That's my dogs, man. But I be wondering what that supposed to look. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some people that look bad, but that's not genetics. They done ran the streets. They either done ran the streets a lot or they was on some type of drugs. You know what I'm saying? So in my mind, I think that's the only time when people look old. Like when you ran the streets a lot, you was on drugs, or you a heavy drinker. That's what make you look old. When people like, oh, you been in a club, I don't see young people that just club looking old. I see young people that club, that drink, that smoke, that's drugging. You start looking old. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Now I tell you what I do gotta get on though. I gotta start getting more sleep. As I get older, I gotta get more sleep. Now, when my whoop and my trainer be on me, he be like, bro, I gotta get you back in the green days. I gotta get you in the green days. Somebody said stress, that's good too. I don't be stressing, but I'm not gonna lie, I've had moments. I'm not gonna lie, like, shit, I lost 1.5 million. Boy, roof fell in. Having a little issue with my daughter, boy, listen, all that one time, I had a period. I had a period of time where that was happening. So, but I do got to get better sleep. I usually average about 6 hours. I got to get that to at least about 8, bro. I average about 6. My whoops, I got to get about 8. So I got to get that better. I got to get, and sometimes even when I go to sleep early, I'll get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and just be, I'm like, bro, why am I up? Like, why am I up? I want to be asleep, fam. I want to be asleep. Why am I up at 3 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, I might start praying when I get up like that. That might help. Anyway, welcome to the investors. Come on, man. Emmett Wilson, for sure. Oh, can I say something, though? I had a big win. I had a big win this week, y'all. I had 2 big wins this week. So my first big win was, man, I never put y'all in to what like me and my daughter mama had going on. Y'all just know I was going through something. And I feel like we both played it really good. I'm gonna tell you something. I don't like when people put all their business on social media. You know what I'm saying? Don't put us in all your business like that. But I will say this, man, me and my daughter mama, bro, we had a great talk. And it was a simple talk, bro. So I think that we just haven't had a talk in a long time. And so when I dropped my we had been talking lately, just simple little texts, you know, nothing too crazy, but like, it was a text like, your daughter's room is dirty. And I was like, oh, she my daughter because the room dirty. Right? And she was like, yeah, because she don't get that shit from me. So it was like, I was like, so it was a simple text, but that shit meant so much to me, bro. Because you the mother of my child, bro. Like, I really want us to just be so good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate that we had any type of, I hate it. I hate it when we not getting along. You know what I'm saying? I hate it when we not getting along, bro. So, and it's very rare, but it went on for an extensive amount of time. So, like, she texted me, she was just like, your daughter room dirty. She making me mad, I'm gonna pull her out. Some shit like that, you hear me? So I'm like, oh, she my daughter when the room dirty, but she your daughter when she doing all the good stuff. She's like, of course. So, like, that was cool. Like, made me laugh, made me smile. You know, I was good with that. And then, so I'm always the person to tell her, like, hey, even when things were, I just landed in New Orleans, or we just landed in New Orleans, she'll be like, man, thank God y'all made it. And so she texted me and showed me my daughter's room. And I was like, man, that's dope. And I was like, yo, anything I got to do to help with the room? Like, let me know I got it. But the good thing was, like, we texting again. For me, that's so big. For me, I can navigate through life the way I need to with me and her getting along. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's my kid mama, man. Like, I want you to be my dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care what you got going on. Like, I'm going to be there for you. I got you, bro. And I always want her to know that. Like, I got you. Like, I really got you. And the reason why I always tell her I got her is because when I first started doing this, bro, I remember when I quit my job, she was the first person I called. We wasn't even together. I was like, lady, check this out. At the time I was paying for, I was sending her like $200 a week. My daughter was young though, maybe a year or 2 years old. And she had told me something prior. She was like, listen, I'm not gonna never ask you for no money. Just like you need socks, drawers, food, clothes, and all that, she need it, always. You'll never gotta ask me what she need. She always needs something. You know what I'm saying? And so once she told me that, I never asked her again, right? I just sent it. And so when I quit my job, she was the first person I called. I say, look, I quit the job. You know, like I ain't getting back in the street. But I had kind of was gravitating from that when I met her. So she didn't really know that much of me from that side. I said, but look, I'm gonna pay for nursery. I said, I want you to bargain with me, make a deal with me. She's like, what's up? I said, look, I'm all in on this stock market. Trading, investing, I'm all in on it. I said, I need you to not let me give you the money every week, but let me pay for the nursery till I get myself right. She was like, bro, done. I got you. Don't worry about it. That was so solid for me, dog. That's such a solid move. Cause she'd be like, no, you don't want to quit. You know, she could have dogged me out, and she didn't, dog. So that was gangster. And then as I started gaining success and stuff, I just, like when I would have to travel or something, she never was like, no, you got to get her this weekend. She never did me that. So we all had a good relationship. So I really was kind of depressed when me and her wasn't seeing eye to eye. And so this week was such a big deal for me because this was the first time we had a face-to-face conversation in about a year. So I dropped my daughter off. And when I've been going to get my daughter, I would like drop my daughter off. I'm a man, so I ain't scared. I don't fear no kind of. So I drop my daughter off. I'll go to the door. Once my daughter get in the door, give me a kiss, I'll just dip. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't overstay my welcome. I'm not trying to go in the house or none of that. So I walked up to the door this week, and I gave my daughter a kiss. Daughter go inside, and she says, she showed me my daughter's report card. She's like, man, she had all A's and B's, no C's, no nothing. She was like, I'm proud of her. She was like, she kept it at a 4 point something. I was like, man, that's good. She said, when we was going through the little thing, she said her grades kind of dipped, but I'm glad we passed that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, me too, man. I'm like, man, listen, I got you, bro. Like, I rock with you, bro. Like, I got you, bro. Like, man, whatever it is, bro, let's just talk that shit out, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we just talked about it. She needed something. I made a phone call. She was like, you think so? I was like, man, I got you right quick. Made a phone call. Like, bro, I'll be there tonight and drop it off for her. I was like, say less. Got on the plane, came. My partner called me and said, hey, I just dropped it off. She said, hey, such and such dropped that off. Man, thank you so much. I appreciate that. And say, bro, to me, that was such a big win because we both understand that our daughter is first. And as long as we understand that our daughter is first, we can figure out how to maneuver around the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? And so I texted her and I said, hey, I said, that skin looking clear. So she do hair and makeup. I said, that skin looking real clear. And she said something to me that let me know she's just in a better place in her life. She said, man, I'm stress-free, I'm happy, and God is good. And that told me something. Again, without going in depth, I don't know everything she had going on, but I remember one time I said something. I said something like, the enemy will use people closest to you, right, to get to you, or something like that. I said, I can't remember exactly what I said. And sometimes, bro, I said that we got to give people grace sometimes because we never know what they going through in their life. And the response to you may be whatever. And you thinking like, man, what? Not realizing like they may be going through something. Now, again, I'm not saying she going through nothing. I'm not saying maybe I did something to trigger her, or whatever the case may be. I'm just saying that I'm learning in this phase of my life, and I knew I was in a better phase of my life. My daughter mama called one day and cursed me out. I'm talking about she called me, bro, and just cursed me out. And I was like, what? And I was like, man, you got that, fam. I ain't even say nothing, bro, because, like, I know that ain't her. I'm like, bro, that ain't her. We don't do that. You know, we ain't never did that. I said, you know what? I'm not going to entertain that. I said, you got that, man. Hung up the phone, yeah. Fast forward, it's like, man, I was, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why I just tell all fellas, man, don't never try to match no woman energy. Right? Like, as a man, bro, don't try to match no woman energy. Right? And she get the hooting and hollering, bro. Like, bro, like, you, and don't get me wrong, they can hit you with some words. Like, women can hit you with some words, bro, that make you be like, bro, who you talking to, bro? Bro, women know how to jab, like, women know how to jab, bro. Like, men, we don't know how to jab. We straight knock out, boom. We know the right word to say to make a man, like, what, boy? But, like, women know how to jab you. You be like, you gotta look at her twice, like, bro, who you? I know she ain't just tell me that, cuz. What type of man you think I am? What are you to make you say that to me? You know what I'm saying? So women can jab you, dog. So look at Miss Avery like, Women know how to jab, bro. So they know how to do it, bro. And they know how to do it they know the right phrase to hit you with. So anyway, I'm just saying for the fellas, man, you know, I'm not saying that I got this thing figured out, bro. My daughter's only 10 years old, bro. So me and my daughter, mom, I got a long way to go. But what I will say is that I'm forever willing to compromise with her. I don't got to get in a shouting match with her. Let's figure it out, bro. Right? Let's figure it out. Because here's what I do know. When you start disrespecting her, that says more about you. That's your kid mama, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be able to say, all right, bro, like, this my kid mama. This my daughter mama. Right? Like, I always want my daughter to say, man, my daddy, even when my mom and daddy wasn't getting along, like, that nigga still respected her. He ain't never said nothing bad about her. He always said, hey, God gonna work it out, Stink. We gonna be all right. Don't worry about it. God gonna work it out. We gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? And so, just, man, that was a big win for me, man. For me and her to just stand at her door front and just have a 3-minute conversation. Smile. She asked me for something. I said, oh, I got that for you. Don't even trip. I got you. And I felt so good, like, man, I got you. I got so many connections with stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I got you. Don't trip. You know what I'm saying? So, fellas, one, keep fighting for your kid, man. Keep fighting for your kid, bruh. And two, you don't gotta disrespect her, bruh. She a woman. She gonna go through what she going through, and you ain't gonna never understand. I remember asking my partner, like, bro, like, I don't even understand why. He was like, bro, I've been married for, I still don't understand everything my wife do. We'll never understand women all the way, bro. You know what I'm saying? This ain't taking nothing away from her. Like, we'll never understand them all the way, bro. Like, they be coming up with stuff that we have no idea. How you come up with that? It's okay. It's okay. But the worst thing you could do is disrespect. Because the disrespect now opens another level of word choices, you know, back and forward. I'm a grown-ass man. I'm not trying to match no woman energy. What the hell? So just wanted to say that was a big win. Second big win for me was my cousin George made $30,000 in a week in the market, bro. Run that shit up, George. Run that shit up, George. My cousin George made 30 grand. Well, not 30. Close to it, huh, George? Close to it? 29. Aha! About 29. And he gonna text me and say, man, I know how I feel now, cuz. I see, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, cuz, I know how I feel now. I said, yes, sir. So my cuz, and that's, you know what happened? That's after me getting on his behind for not pulling the trigger. Now he, now he Rambo. He Clint Eastwood with the bang, bang. So shout out to my cuz, man. Cuz made about 29 grand, man. So I'm proud of George. I'm proud of George because he come a long way. Somebody said he opened that door today. Listen, I walked in, Stu. He said, what up, cuz? What's up, boy? How you feel? I said, oh, yeah, that sucker. That sucker. I said, that sucker E. Nah. He greeted the door with a smile, you hear me? Sucker E. So anyway, man, let's get to it, man. We got a great show ahead of us, man. Let's go, man. We got a great show ahead of us, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. Let's get our mantra. Y'all know, man, if you're new here, this is our mantra. This is what we believe in. This is what we stand by. This is what we go to each and every time. So let's get it, man. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. I'm confident in my ability to make great investments. The stock market is a machine that prints money, and I'm more than capable of operating this machine. Not only will I free myself and my family will eat for a lifetime based on the information I apply today. I'm a money maker and a wealth builder. Today, I break all the chains that anchor me to that poverty mindset. My ancestors will smile now because I've turned our last name into an asset. My family's purchasing power will increase indefinitely. Today, I make the declaration that no longer will I be a slave to money. No longer will the generation behind me inherit lack. No longer will I submit to selling my time for money. I am a first-generation millionaire. I am the architect of my family's legacy. I am a certified Wall Street trapper. And Wall Street looks like us now. Let's go, man. I should have, man, I should have had some trapper highlights tonight, man. One of the trappers hit me up today in a Patreon, and he said, it was the craziest thing. He said, say trap. He said, I just want to know you. I just want to show you that today. He said, I just want to show you today you paid for my Knicks, my seats for the Knicks game. I liked how that sound. It made me go check the ticket prices. I'm like, boy, if I can get a game 7, I might go, you hear me? I get a game 6 or 7, you know, I ain't tripping. Like, I might go. Yeah. He said, hey, Trap. He said, bro, I just want to tell you, thank you, man. You paid for my tickets for the Knicks. I said, dang. I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. I'm so excited to see people getting that money. So far on the Patreon, 4 people have hit 7 figures in their account, bro. This year. Let's clear. Come on, Rob. Talk that shit, boy. Let's clear that. This year, 4 people have hit the Patreon. In the Patreon, have hit 7 figures this year, bro. That's phenomenal. Nate say flow seats is $250. What the F kind of ball is that? Ah! Also, I'm seeing a lot of people hit 6 figures. I'm seeing a lot of people in the Patreon right now hitting, like, I think one of the dudes came in the day, he said, Trap, I've been in the group 2 weeks, but I done made 10 grand. Just imagine that. I just want you to think about that. Just imagine coming to a group that's $49, $79, or $99. You in a group for 2 weeks. Mind you, the first week free when you get the top tier. Let's just start there. Well, you get the top tier, the $99 tier, the first week free. So you ain't even get hit for the first month yet. And you already made 10 grand? Hey, you better be a lifer. You better pay for the year, bro. You better pay for the year, bro. You feel me? You better pay for the year, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of people that's, I just like to see people getting that money, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit. And the reason being, bro, is because there's no other instrument where you can make money like this. So right now, crypto taking a little beating right now, but it's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell all my crypto people, like, bro, like, don't panic. Like, y'all know how that stuff run, bro. Y'all just gotta go through the winter. You gotta go through the crypto winter, and then after that's over, y'all know what's gonna happen. Y'all gonna ball out. Bitcoin gonna be $300,000. And y'all gonna be talking crazy to everybody. Yeah? That's one thing about the crypto people, bro. Hey, I love them. Hey, see when that Bitcoin start running, they own the internet, cuz. Hey, when that Bitcoin start running, they own the internet, cuz. They own the internet, cuz. They shit on stocks, they shit on real estate, they shit on Forex, they shit on entrepreneurship, they shit on everything. Bitcoin, what? Bitcoin, crypto, what are you talking about? Hey, they shit on everybody, bro. Like, they don't care about nothing and nobody feeling. You stupid. Bitcoin or you're stupid. No Bitcoin, you're stupid. Say, they be killing. I be like, bruh, can I do Bitcoin and stocks? No, Bitcoin, you're stupid. I be like, damn, what the fuck? Why y'all like this, bro? Like, what the fuck? Oh, man, they be going crazy. But all my Bitcoin people, man, y'all know how this go, man. Y'all ain't new to this Bitcoin game, man. Crypto people, y'all ain't new to the game. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know y'all have these hard winners, and then soon as y'all turn around, bro, y'all crush. But I gotta give it to them. When it turn around, they crush everything. That sucker be jumping $1,000 a day. You be like, God damn, what's going on? That sucker be $600, and a month later, $1,900. God, what happened? What the hell happened? I was gonna buy the dip. So shout out my Bitcoin people, man. Listen, y'all time coming, man. Yeah, I know y'all time coming. I know how y'all get down. Y'all the future. All right, so, but I love it. All right, so we gotta do what? What we got? Certified Trap of the Week? Trap on the charts. I say certified trap of the week. All right, let's go. Trap on the charts right quick. I got a good chart for y'all to look at. Who the hell is that? I got a good chart for y'all to look at. How y'all feeling in the chat? Oh, 3,000 people in the chat. Let's go. 3,000 people in the chat. Let's get the likes up, y'all. Let's get the likes up, y'all. All right, is my chart up? All right. Let y'all know something, bro. I'm gonna tell y'all something, bro. I feel so good, y'all. Damn, I feel good, bro. Say, bro, you ever been in a season in your life where you feel like God working on you? You know you need to be doing better, but he's still like blessing you. That makes sense? Like, everybody would be like, man, God working on me right now, and they be like, it's a downtime. But you ever been in that moment like you like, God, like, I know I ain't got it all right. I know I'm working on it. But he like, all right, I'm still blessing you though. I don't know if it's just, but I'm just like, I'm in that phase right now. I'm praying like, God, like, work on me. Keep on working on me. Like, deliver me from the things. But he like, I got you. Come on. Come on. Let's go. All right, so let's look at something right quick. I want to look at something right quick right now. I want to show y'all something. So right now we're going to look at Google, right? And again, my trading style is simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to mark this. This is a high. Watch it. This is a low. We're going to mark this. This is a high. Wait. This is a high. Now, actually, this is the low. Now, these right here, I'm going to mark these. These are internals. Because this is a lower high. God damn. God damn. Hey, y'all. Oh, I want to say something too. What's the name of our mentorship? Trappin what? So we just opened up a mastermind too, y'all. We got some people in. I'm gonna let y'all know. It's real dope. 6-month mastermind. We just opened that up. Real dope. So this is an internal. This is an internal. This is an internal. This is an internal. Why? Because this is a high. This is a lower high. This is a lower high. This is a low, lower low, lower low, lower low. So we see those, right? So you see the white line at 349. So you see the white line at 349. The dope part about that is once it breaks that, we know we enter the new territory. So we get that and then we come here. Now, I want to show y'all something. Notice that gap right there. So we see the gap on the chart, right? I'm gonna open this all the way up so we can see it. All right, so let me just take the gap away for a second so y'all can see it. So y'all see the gap. Right, so we're going to mark this gap out. Right, so we mark the gap out. Now, notice, 1, you have the gap. That's 1. 2, you have the white line, which is the key level at 349.99. But then also you have 350, which is the 50-day SMA. Right, so we see those. Right, so notice you hit your all-time high here. 3 at 408, right? So then the first thing that happens is you create this low here. You create that higher, that lower high, and then here you create this lower low. So that's your high, that's your low, high. Now you create this. Now, it fell inside of that gap. That's where we at right now. Let me show y'all something that's key. So what you want to see in the morning is you want to see what happens here. You want to watch for a couple things. Now, here's what you want to watch for. You want to see, 1, does a gap fill reversal? Meaning, does a gap fill? Meaning, come in the gap, come out of the gap. Reversal, you want to see this. Or, does it what's called sell side? Meaning, come in the gap, push down. Now, you want to look at 2 things here. Does it bounce off this key level and come back up? Does it bounce off this, which is your 50-day dynamic support, and come up, or does it break structure? If it breaks structure and goes down, we will exit that trade. Because now you didn't use the gap fill as a fuel to go back forward. You used what's called sell side. You took the gap, you took them orders, and then you pushed it to the downside. At this point now, you've broke your 20, because now look at our 20 kind of got a slope in it. You've broke the 20, you've broke the 50, and you broke a key level. That's 3 things that's going against us at one time. We don't want that. Am I making myself clear inside of the chat? Am I making myself clear inside the chat? So that's what we're looking for at Google tomorrow. Tomorrow, we want to see if Google can do gap fill reversal, meaning go in the gap. So what I would do is, if I'm you tomorrow, I'm watching it, and then I will go to my 1 hour. I will go to my 1 hour and see on my 1 hour, am I getting some green candles to form? Now, I'm going to tell you something on a 1 hour that's really key right here that we see. On a 1 hour, here's what you see. Watch this, y'all. You see your 20 days sloping down. you see your 200-day rising up, and you see your 50-day sloping down. That's not a good sign. The reason why it's not a good sign is because anything that happens on a 1 hour tends to follow through on the 4 hour and then on the daily. Think about it like this. It got to hit the 1 hour street first before it can hit the 4 hour street and then the daily hour street. Does that make sense? So that's a follow through. So your 1 hour has now breaking down, is what I'm telling you. We seeing a 1 hour break down. So that's not good, right? And so let's check the 4 hour. Now, your 4 hour is breaking down, but barely. How? Because you got your 4 hour, you got your 20 sloping down, but you got your 50 going up. And then on your 1 hour, on your daily, here's you got. So now what you have is time frame misalignment. Right, you have what's called time frame misalignment, meaning my time frames aren't telling me the same thing. They all saying something different. So, would I enter a play here? No. I'm actually now seeing if I don't get that follow through tomorrow and it break that, I may exit the Google play that we in. Right? I may exit the Google play that we are in. So I hope we can understand that. I just wanted to point that out to us right quick to put something on our head right quick, y'all. All right, let's go. Let's go. All right, so I gotta call out my guy, Nate the Great, man. He called this play, I want to say yesterday or the day before. I was traveling. You know what I love about the Patreon right now, bro? We got some hitters in there, dog. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm so glad I'm not a hater. Like, hear me out when I say this. Like, I'm so glad that I'm not a hater. Right? When I say I'm so glad I'm not a hater, here's what I mean. Like, I'm so glad, like, there's other people in that really get down. And, like, they don't just be calling shit to call it. Like, they got some people in the Patreon, they be calling shit, I'll be looking like, let me see. Let me see if I see what they see. And so they'll call a couple hits and I'll be like, okay, I trust it. I trust you enough now not to be like, hey, y'all, don't do that shit. Now I gotta make a statement. Hey, everybody here, ain't You know what I'm saying? So I gotta give Nate his props, man. Like, Nate been calling some plays out in my absence and in my presence, but he do it so respectful. And that's what I like about it. You know, I don't mind. He be like, hey, coach, we on whatever you on. Every time I come in, he be the first one, hey, coach, we on what you on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you on, that's what we on. You know what I'm saying? And then he'll put a play in. He be like, hey, y'all, watch this. And he don't really tell him to do it. He be like, hey, watch this. Y'all put this on y'all radar or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so people been hitting on it. And so I was chatting with my daughter yesterday, so I wasn't really in the market like that. I wake up this morning, everybody millionaires off HPE. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, when the hell they got an HPE? They've been at HPE since Friday. They've been hitting it Friday, Monday. I woke up this morning, I said, God damn. I said, oh, y'all just left me, huh? They're like, yeah, we jumped out of the plane, cuz. I said, damn, y'all just left me, huh? They're like, yep, we jumped out the plane on you, Trap. I'm like, damn. But it's amazing because, you know, I know he really getting busy enough. You know what I'm saying? I know he really doing his homework. And when I was rocking out with some of the like STKs, WDCs, like it was only like 4 of us hitting it. He was one of them. He's like, I'm hitting it with you. I'm hitting it with you. So to see that, and I'm saying that like Janelle, got to give her props too. Janelle, she another one. J-Bo, like she be hitting, just her job be getting in the way because she be on the verge of cursing people out her job every day. Every day she cursing somebody out at the job. When she makes some money, she put the little They better not tell me nothing today. But at the same time, she just posted, yo, my buy and hold just hit 627K. Type of hitters we got in there. You know what I'm saying? So, and what I love about that is I don't give everybody authority to make a play in that and me not say something about it. There's a couple people in that when they make a play, I could be like, they did their research, they did their homework. And what I like about that is, I've always said that I want a community where you're not just solely dependent on me to make the play. Because I be having stuff going on sometimes. Now, what I will say is, again, and I've seen J-Bo say this, and I've seen Nate say this, do your homework before you get in any play that I put in here. You know what I'm saying? I've seen my Bane, hey, I'm about to get in this play, but don't follow me, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I can respect when people do that, because it's this trap community. He the only one that's responsible for all of us, in a way. Don't follow me. You know, if you're going to follow anybody, stick to what Trap say do. You're going to win more than you lose. And so I respect the way they do that. You know what I'm saying? It's never on no, hey, come join my, you know, trying to steal people or trying to post. It's like, bro, we all here. I want to see everybody. Because that's my attitude. My attitude is always, bro, let's all make some money. So I like that, man. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. So shout out to the Patreon, man. Shout out to the Patreon family, man. Shout out to the Patreon. All right, so I wanted to show that in another one. Yeah, so they was in this HPE play, and I got pissed off. I saw that shit this morning. I said, when y'all got in that play? They were like, Friday. Friday? How the hell I missed that? And so I got so many gap ups, they went crazy in that play. So that was good. But let's go through it. Let's see something else right quick. All right, here's another one I want to talk about right here. So we in a bunch of MU plays. And so here's what I wanted to put this in a group earlier. It came right down to it. But the only thing I'm going to say about this MU play is, you see how far it is from the SMA 20? It's so far from that. That's when I start saying something is stretched. Like, that, it's really far from that 20. Like, that 20 is at 800, is at 1,000. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you can say, hey, this one kind of extended, because now the stock has left the moving average. Does that make sense? So the stock has now left the moving average. Somebody said, what happened to AB in the Patreon? Man, AB wanted to go do his own thing. I ain't mad at AB. He was like, hey, bro, I just want to go do my own thing, bro. Man, you know we got love for AB, man. AB held us down a long time too, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's the one thing I will say about this is the stock is so far away from the moving average. You got to be careful when you get in a play like this. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful when you get in a play like this. Because the pullback on this one can be kind of sharp and severe. Shout to 3192 for the super chat, man. Let's go, man. Grasshopper. All right. So that's what we want to look at. So now, if I was to get in the MU play, it came and got right on top of that. Well, yeah. Like right on top of it. And sometimes you got to think about stuff as zones, not like specific stock prices. So notice it came right close to that gap, right to the top of that, turn right around. That's why I always say on your chart, always mark your closest two gap fills out. Like, mark them out so you can see, hey, I got an idea where it may come to. You know what I'm saying? So notice it came right back to that. Sucker turned around a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So you got to just be, that's what I'm heavy on my people with. Like, let's mark out our chart so we can see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Let's mark out on that chart so we can see exactly what's going on. So, good gap fill reversal on that. I'll show y'all. Let's look at something else. Just look at one more. Let's see. All right. So, go to S&P. If you're looking at the SPY, we're looking at it right here. If I'm looking at it, I'll be honest with you. If I see a pullback to 749, remember that ain't nothing but a higher low being created. What do I mean by that? Trap, if it come back down to here, to this key level, notice that ain't nothing but a higher low being created. Well, what do you mean, Trap, a high and low being created? Well, we know, we talk about this all the time on the channel. We talk about this all the time on the channel, market structure. Well, let's look at it. Here's a low, and then here's a low. And so if it came down to this key level, that's another low. Thank you, Rob, for showing me how to use them circles. Right, so if it came down to that, all you're looking at now is a higher low. Right, we're looking at a higher low. All right, let's go a little further. All right, show me, let's get to a recession portfolio. This one trap with y'all. All right, let's get to it. Let's go recession portfolio. Let's go recession portfolio. All right, so let's start off, man. Let's start off. All right, so y'all know the recession portfolio. If you don't know, if you're new here, the recession portfolio is our options part of the can y'all hear me? What the hell? All right, so here we go. So we're gonna look at the recession portfolio. Know that this is, oh, y'all missed it? You know, I'm trying to make sure y'all good. All right, we good? All right, cool. Pascal, man, go about your business, man. Tell me, so that was definitely AI trap. Pascal, I thought we was on better terms than that, bro. All right. So here's our recession portfolio. You know, with that, we talk about the AI perspective. I'm talking about the AI. What the hell I just said? I'm listening to y'all ass. Now I got me saying AI. We talking about the options part of the portfolio. So with that, let's get to it. So we got an Apple play. Boom. That's good. We got the ACLS. That play was up today. Then it came back down. So we're not mad at that, but it came out of that hole. We got the AEHR play. That's heavy. The Amazon play, I don't know what the hell going on with Amazon. Amazon slept on us. Now, we got into this ARM play today. Man, I had a perfect intro on this play today. Bro, as soon as I got in the play, Sean, I got in the play at 401. It shot to 425. At the end of the day, at 3:15 bell, I said, what the hell? It started reversing course on us, bro. Man, I got in at 401. Bro, the entry was so crazy. Soon as I pressed the button, boom, put it in the chat, put it in the Patreon, boom, 425. Got in at 401, 415, 419, 425. I'm like, the entries don't get no better than that. Rode all the way to 315. Turn around. I say, bro, I don't even, what's going on? Anyway. So in the ASTS, so I won't say this though. All the space stocks got hit last week because of the Amazon explosion. Well, not the Amazon explosion, but the Blue Origin explosion, which is tied to Amazon. So that's why all the space stocks got hit. And in my mind, though, That's a perfect entry. It's a perfect entry. And I'm going to be real with you. I'm holding on to my space stocks till SpaceX go up. I'm holding on to my space options until the SpaceX IPO. I might even add another one. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm holding on to that. I think that SpaceX IPO gonna take them stocks out of here. As a matter of fact, I might even buy my daughter some shares. Anyway, AVGO, tomorrow they got earnings. I don't know how I feel. Like, I don't want to play that game, man. Like, we've been on a roll. I don't really want to play that game, bro. You know what I'm saying? They must have said something on that call. They said something on that call. So I don't really know how I feel about that. Anyway, BE, both of the BE plays. So let me tell you why those spike. Well, they spike because oil spiked today. Anytime oil spikes, energy is going to spike. Why? Because they tied together. Anytime you see some oil, the Strait of Hormuz, you know what they say? They back to fighting again. They back to fighting again. So anytime you see that, energy stocks going to spike. So we got a big bullish on BE. Caterpillar, big push today. We like that. COHR, we doing really good on that one. Let's go a little further. Let's win a lot of plays, right? Dell. I think we could have bought the dip on Dell today. Let me see something. I'm going to tell y'all something right quick, right? And I'm going to tell this to everybody. Let me say this to everybody right quick. Because I'm not the person that's going to be up here like, oh, man. I'm going to tell y'all something. Sometimes, I was telling my partner this. I say, sometimes the market is difficult. Sometimes the market is a breeze. Sometimes you got to sit on the side and pick with precision. Sometimes you got to just sit on your hands. Right now, it's a breeze. You know why? Because you don't got to guess where the money going at. You know exactly where the money going at right now. The money going into all AI. Anything in that AI stack. Anything in that AI stack, they're going to it. Memory, chips, photonics, energy. Any one of them layers, that's where the money going at. It's going into financials. Goldman Sachs, Morgan Stanley, the money going there right now. Industrials, the money going there right now. And as of maybe last week, I've been seeing software turn, but I ain't sold on it yet. 1 week don't make me sold on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gotta recover some key levels, and I be trying to tell people this, like, I'm okay with not getting it at the bottom. Because if it's a good move, it's a good move, and you're gonna see the move. So I want to say something right quick. Let me see something. I'm gonna go down. Ben, throw my chart up right quick. Let me know if I'm on deck. So you got this big old gap up on Dell. Put that on the screen. You got this big old gap up on Dell. Who moving there? So you got this big old gap up on Dell, right? You have this big candle right here, right? That's cool. Let me get some of this off the screen. No, let me just do it like this. Because none of those don't matter no more. So if I had to go to my chart, and if I had to go to my chart and I had to map out what I told y'all we always do, map out your nearest gaps. All right, so if I had to go to my chart, you mark off your nearest gaps. You see that already. Boom. And then, now the only thing you're going to focus on right here is that, all right, Trap, what am I seeing right here? Well, you see this huge gap up that happened right there. That stick out to you like a sore thumb, right? So then you have this large green body candle married to now a large red body candle, right? Then you have a doji candle before that. So if I'm you, I'm like, okay, this has been a winner. Right? Equal highs. That's even essential too. You got equal highs right there. 471 is at 435. I would ask myself one or two questions before I try to do this. So the first thing I do is I go to my 1 hour and see what that look like. Right? So now you can mark this on your 1 hour. Watch this. Right? So you see something on your 1 hour. You see your 20, 50, 200, they all floating up. So that's good. That ain't nothing. But if I'm looking at this, I'm going to tell myself, all right, here's something I'm going to look at. Does it come down to 429 on the 1 hour? Does it bounce off 429? That's important. And my next thing is, does it come to 400? That's what I'm looking for. I'm not going to try to chase this. Know why I'm not going to try to chase it? Because it already made some really big moves. You feel me? We really just, if you look at our list, my list of trades is concentrated. If you look at my list of trades, the list is concentrated. It's all runners. It's all leaders. Everything that we got money in is double the market. Cheat code, only trade leaders. Google the only thing holding me down right now. Everything else is double the market. So if I'm you and I'm looking at this thing right here, I'm going to ask myself, all right, based on the hourly, does it come down to 429 and bounce? Or does it come down to 400? 400, anything in the 400 range from 400 to 425 is a perfect entry. Why? It's a liquidity entry. You don't got to chase it. And guess what? If it don't come that far down, guess what? You go find something else. You don't got to chase it. It's at 429. Hey, if it come down to 400, if it come down to 402, anywhere up in there, 402, long as it don't go halfway in there, I'm all right. That's what I want enter on. That's what I want enter on. And guess what? If I entered it, I'm gonna just show y'all some game right quick. If it comes down, if it breaks, come down to here, guess what? Anywhere in here, my strike price is 429. I'm going back to a key level that it already showed me and done been to already. I'm not going to 500. I'm not going to 471. I'm going to a level that it already told me it done paid real estate at. So I'm going to let it come fill a gap, see if it come fill a gap. If it come fill a gap, use that as buy-side liquidity. I'm striking inside the gap. I'm going to go to the 1 hour, see if I got a confirmation candle that is still going to continue going up. Boom, 429, I'm going for the 429 strike. 429, 430 strike, that's what I'm going for. All right. I made up for y'all not seeing the S&P 500 joint. Don't complicate the game. Keep it simple, y'all. All right, let's get back to it. So, we got Dell. We killing it on Dell, right? And mind you, every play you see up here, we done took profits on it at least 2 times. At least 2 times. All right, so let's go. So then we got Drum. We got Drum. Double down on drum. Same play I gave him on Instagram. I went right in my group and said, hey, it's time to strike. We got GLW, strike. Came back today hard. Google slipping right now. But they about to drop 80 billion, so that's probably what that is. But if that play don't turn around by tomorrow, like, I ain't gonna lie. If it come break down, I'm gonna just take that L. Damn, Chad, you gonna take a 6? Man, I'm gonna take that L, bro. My money, I put that money somewhere else. I'll put that money somewhere else. Goldman Sachs, flying through the roof. GSIT, not bad. IGV, softwares. Intel, I ain't mad at you. Then we got Marvell. Marvell did tricks today. One of my trading partners, he me say, Marv, you see Marvell? I sent that boy the screenshot. That nigga said, God damn, cuz, you don't miss. I said, I'm only trading leaders, bro. I don't know what y'all got going on. I'm not trying to go I'm trading. I'm not looking for a gym that nobody don't know. Hey, that's running. Let me get that right there. That one right there. That one right there. Pull back by. Bing. All right. So, MU. I think my guy Shelby said that's probably the greatest trade I ever made. I think the MU play up right now 800%. All right, let's go a little further. Let's go a little further. Hey, we should have some more of that, huh? No. We should have some more of that. There you go. Yeah. I say, y'all tripping. Boy, you gonna get me cursed out. Boy, you about to get me cursed out that Patreon. Trap, where the rest of the plays at? Bring them players back here, man. You better bring them players back here, man. You tripping, you hear me? Then we struck another MU play maybe a couple weeks ago. Then we got the NBIS. Now I'm going to say something on this one. The Patreon panicked on me on this one. They panicked on me because we was down for a little bit. Man, Trap, what we gonna do? What we gonna do? I said, chill out, grasshopper. Stop panicking. They be wanting every play as soon as they get in it to just take off. Triple double. I was like, bruh, calm down. You hear me? Now, this the one I'm going to get on them about. They know this. The December NVIDIA call. We got into the NVIDIA call. There goes Janelle. We got into the NVIDIA call, and they gave me a hard time. I ain't getting no NVIDIA Trap. Then just last week, man, I'm about to cut NVIDIA. So I got another day. I said, I guess nobody ain't cutting NVIDIA. I got into it Friday. I guess we don't want to cut NVIDIA now, huh? We don't hear nothing about it. Excuse me? Nobody don't want to cut NVIDIA now. Okay. Y'all knew I was going to say it. Now they want to cut NVIDIA. Now we don't want to cut NVIDIA now. You hear me? So, gotta do that. Planet Labs holding up. I know Janelle and they was gonna get on me. He will. Like, he was saying, man, we ain't gonna never hit the end of this NVIDIA. They were on me about that. Man, Trap, what we doing with NVIDIA? We cutting NVIDIA? No, we ain't cutting NVIDIA. Let it run. It's gonna work. I promise you it's gonna work. Oh, man. I just like messing with the people, man. All right, so then we got the Planet Labs play, and then we got the QQQ play. Now, I'm going to say this. This next set of plays, everybody not in. SNDK, STX, STX. Everybody not in them plays. Them plays cost. Them plays cost a lot. There's only like 2% of the Patreon that's going to get in there. I ain't even going to say 5%. Probably 2% of the Patreon. For two reasons. One, getting in one of them plays is going to stress them the hell out because of how much it costs. Two, it's just expensive. And a lot of people are not there yet. So I'm not mad at that. I put them plays in there for the 5 or 6 people that we in. You know what I'm saying? So when I put it in there, people like, man, Trap, god damn. I'll be like, hey, that one ain't for y'all. It's about 6 of us in. There's about 6 of us in here for this one. There's about 6 of us in here for them. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. And then I got to talk crap again. T-E-R. I got to talk crap to him. Man, Trap, what we doing? I'm cutting T-E-R. I'm cutting T-E-R. Today, boom, 12 out the gate, flying. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Now shine bright tonight. Beautiful like diamonds in the sky. We're too Janelle told him last week, sell a car and get in the play, man. She said, we gonna sell cars. Sell cars, man. Get in the play. All right, and then we got UFO and then WDC. So there we go. There we go. That's a win, man. So anyway, man, come join the Patreon. Not only are we killing it right now, but we just having a damn good time, man. We just having a damn good time. And what I will say now is we got enough OGs, we got enough people in the Patreon that got some thick skin where they be helping me help the newer people. Shout out to my guy Rob, because Rob be dropping the videos. Shout out to Tori, because we do the orientation now on Thursdays. So yeah, we got some good stuff going on right now, man. Man, let's run that beautiful beam footage for Jose one time, man.
Showing the Wallstreet Trapper Patreon.
Oh, man. Blicky Spears said, not this damn bull, bro. I got to, bro. I got to, man. All right, man, come join the Patreon, man. We got love, man. Let's go, man. Anyway, I'm gonna say this to y'all, right? We gotta just, when the market running like this, we gotta be aggressive with it, like when it's like this, cause it go through phases, and we gotta navigate it. So stack your bread up right now, man. Stack your bread up right now. All right, let's go, man. Now we gotta go through our buying hold. Shine. We have 36%. 36% on the market this year, man. That'll be 22, 23, 24, 25. This would be year 2026, man. And I wish Jose was here because we hit our number. Our number for the market was 7,600. And we hit that. We hit 7,600. We gotta, come on, Sean, you slipping over there, cuz. Come on, man, let me see. Let's see, yeah.
Yep, future is 76.22.
Come on, man. 76.22. Come on, man. Now, y'all got to be mindful, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all why. That 10-year note is ticking up. Oil is ticking up. You're going to have to be careful. Brother Trap, can you read the super chat I sent earlier? Thank you, sir. Don't got bread to waste, all respect. I don't know what that means. I don't see no super chat. Let me see something. Let me see where the super chat at. I don't see it. Do we got a super chat that we missed? But what your bread to waste gotta do with me, man? Shoot, bro. Yeah, what you talking about with me? What you talking about, bro? Anyway, so here's our buy and hold, man. We got Costco, EME, Fix, ITA, MU. Bro, look at MU in my buy and hold. That's crazy. Bro, look at MU in my buy and hold. My God. All right, then we got NVIDIA, PWR, STX, TPL, and Walmart. So that's what I got. All right, let's get to some information, man. Let's get to some information. All right, the S&P just hit 69 trillion and is not slowing down. The S&P has officially surpassed a record 69 trillion market capitalization, highlighting the continuing strength of U.S. equities, fueled by solid corporate earnings. Now, corporate earnings is going up. One of the reasons why corporate earnings is going up is because they land off so many people. Second is economic optimism, strong performance. Many of the market's largest companies, the benchmark index continues to reach new heights as investor confidence remains elevated. Now, again, the stock market is at $69 trillion. It has added about, I think, 10 trillion in the last couple of weeks, fam. That is insane. We can't afford to miss out. We can't afford to be missing that out. We can't afford to miss out on stuff like that. And again, we called 7,600 at the beginning of the year. So in January, we called 7,600. Here we are in July. And I think some companies have raised it to 8,000. That's big. Let's go a little further.
So what is your forecast for the next 2 years, and what's it based on?
Well, I think a couple things are coming together, Joe, that are going to really support a few things that may only happen like once in our lifetime. One is I think the U.S. economic growth rate is actually starting to step up. In other words, we could grow at 4%, and for a mature, largest economy in the world to start to accelerate growth, that's pretty astounding. The second is the U.S. is one of the biggest exporters of the most important tool in the next 10, 15 years, which is AI products. And that means we are a net, essentially, exporter of a high-value product. And there's so much capital, I think, misallocated today because so much of it is held in private alternatives, but it's going to move into the public market. So I do think that, plus the demographic tailwind of millennials and Gen Z adding to the workforce, but then also beginning to inherit generational wealth, I think that is going to set up for after 2026, perhaps, over the next 2 years, some of the biggest gains of the stock market in our lifetime.
Hey, bro, what is we waiting on? And I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because Tom Lee said it. I'm saying it because, we watching it. We watching it. We can't be at fault for missing the 2008 crisis. We ain't know. I ain't even mad at you for missing the pandemic. We was just turning on. But now? Nah. Is a Patreon for beginners that don't have much capital, or should I wait till I get at least? So you should not wait till you get money to learn. You should be learning before you get the money. If you wait till you get the money to learn, you missed out on a valuable opportunity. So I think this is a great time, y'all. And I truly feel, and I told it, and y'all can fault me if I'm wrong, y'all can tell me if I'm right, but I said based on the V-shaped recoveries, we got at least till August. We started in April. We started in March. April, May, June, July, August. We at least got till August. You're going to have a little pullback in it here and there, but you got till August. Somebody in the Patreon said this the other day. They said, Trap, I started a group. I'm not going to lie. I think they started a group. They put the posting up with 25 grand. Like, bro, I started a group with 25 grand in my account. Like, bro, I got like 200 grand in my account in 8 weeks. Where you going to do that at? Where you going to do that at? And here's the crazy part. I'm not taking credit for it. I'm just saying, yo, I'm pulling the trigger. I see it, how I'm supposed to see it, go. I'm pulling the trigger, bro. And if you follow me, you follow me. If you don't, you don't. The money gonna be made with or without you. I don't care where you go at. Right? Like a lot of people on some, oh man, nah, bro, we got a strategy that we use in the Patreon. And I can say a lot of my people in the Patreon, they've started to follow the strategy. And I'm not gonna hide it. It's pullback buys at key levels, pullback buys on dynamic support, pullback buys gap fill reversals, bro. I'm not trying to, I didn't make that up. The only thing that I feel like I really pushed heavy was the pullback buy on dynamic supports. Because I ain't really see too many, again, but I'm not saying I started that. Clearly, I ain't the first person to ever see that. All I'm saying is I realized that, that happens a lot. Oh, I see that. Hey. How that emoji go? That boy Leonardo DiCaprio. Hey, right there, right there. That's all, right? So again, I'm not saying that I created that. I'm just saying, like, the more I looked at it, I didn't see a lot of people talking about it. And again, I could never say I created it because I don't know all the people that trade in the world. I'm just saying, like, I ain't see a lot of people talking about it on no social media. I was like, wait, we missing that. That happens a lot right there. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I sent 2 questions during your speech earlier, bro. Like, and I'm going to say this, like, I'm going to say this with all honesty, with humility. I don't see all the questions, family. Shrimp 30 up. I don't see all the questions, family, because I'm in the middle of trying to get conversations going. I'm trying to get content going, bro. If I miss it, bro, I appreciate the super chat. If you want me to give you your money back because I missed the question, bro, I will, bro. And I don't mean no harm, bro. I don't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean no harm, bro. I'm trying to get through the show, bro. If I catch the question, I can catch it. If I miss it, bro, I don't miss it on purpose, bro. You know what I'm saying? But if you want me to send you your money back because I didn't answer your question, just put your Cash App in there, bro. I will Cash App you while I'm on this show, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean no, I'm not trying to be an asshole or none of that, bro. I missed it, bro. I missed it. You know what I'm saying? I missed it, bro. Some questions I can get to, sometimes I won't get into what we talking about, bro. So that's, again, I'm not saying like I made that up though, Rob. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I ain't seen nobody talking about it, but I noticed that happens a lot. So when I see a certain candle pull up on that, I'm striking every time. You know what I'm saying? I'm striking it every time. So anyway, we got to think. So the odds of optimism, a bear market lasts 289 days. A bull market lasts 991 days, which goes back to Damian Hall. Man, go ahead, man. Which we made this thing a while back and we said, bro, like, which is why I started swing trading. Nothing against day traders, but it's why I started swing trading. Because I realized that the market goes up longer than it goes down. And then if I can endure some of the down, it's designed to go my way. Let's go a little further. All right, so here's something that I wanted to show y'all. This is some data we got. Y'all know we like to give y'all data. So the S&P 500, a 10% gain by day 100 usually means it's continuously bullish. I'm going to say that again. Boy, Nate, you crazy. I mean, Uncle T, you crazy.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
Some other time.
I really need this money.
Say, T. I miss my dog T, bro. I'm so glad T back in the Patreon, bro. He be on my type of energy, you hear me? So, here's a sign. If the Patreon, Lord, if the S&P is up by 10% or more by day 100, usually that has been a bullish sign for the market. On average, we get an 8% return. The median return has been 11.1%, and it's been 86.4% positive. Meaning, so let's go through the numbers. 1950 all the way to 2025, these are the times from 1950 to 2025, 2026. These are the times where the market has been above 10% on day 100. In 2026, we had 9.9% at day 100. It's usually been bullish. Now, watch this. Everything else, the following year, 21%, 45%, 38%, 23%, 18%, 20%, 30%, 19%, 17%, 26%, 14%, 2%, 27%, 26%, 34%, 20%, 31%, 26%, 29%, 28%, 26%, and 23%. The next year has been that good. Now watch this. The rest of the year, out of all of those years, 3 years have been negative. But the rest of the year, you got 9%, 24%, 25%, 26%, 8%, 7%, 7%, minus 0.4%, 8.1 minus 0.4, 12.6, 0.3, 14.5, 10%, 11%, 16%, 9%, 14%, 12%, 12%, 14%, 13%, 11%. So I got a question for you. What do you think the market will finish the year out? Ashan, what you think we get the rest of the market? Based on what happens if we up, right, what do you think?
I'm looking at the other data. I think we could probably get to like 25, 26%.
25, 26%?
Yeah. Only reason I'm looking at like previous years, the 100-day return was like 10, 11%, and then the full year return was 23 to 26. I don't know if we stay there, though. It's going to be based on that 10 years. So we might pull back. So it's going to depend.
So what you think?
I said we're probably going to pull back. So I'm going to call it 25. I'm going to call it 25. 25.
I'm thinking we finish the year up. I think we finish this year with an S&P return of we at 9% right now?
No, that 9% was the 100.
Where we at right now?
100-day.
I mean, where we at right now, though?
Let's see.
Year to date, we up 10%.
Yeah.
I think we finished the S&P this year up 15%.
Yeah.
I think we do another 5% between now and Christmas. That's with dips and all.
Because we are going to pull back. Yeah.
I think we pull back 2 times. I think we get 2 good pull. I think we get like a 3%er and like a 5%er.
5% probably September.
I think we get like a 3%er over like a certain time frame of like, in this 2-week time span, the S&P is down 3% from where it was. I think we get a rally and then we get a 5%er. And then from there, I think we finish the year Santa Claus rally. I think we finish the year up 15%. I think we get 15% close out the year. Led by tech. Led by tech. Led by tech. I'm looking at my Robinhood account, bro. Check this out. I got to give myself some props right quick, dog. And I don't do this much. So I started this Robinhood account with a little more than $8,000. Bro, this account right now, year to date, is up 241%. It's at $20,535. Hey, bruh. Huh? In January. I started it in January with $8,000. I think I had like 3,000 in it. I was like, man, let me just put $5,000 in here, make it a cool 8. And let me see what I could do with this account. And I just was taking like same trades, but like way shorter dates, 60 days. And only trading like, I only made like, since January, I probably only made like, in this account, about 8 trades. Only made like 8 trades.
So will you do 60-day trades?
Never.
Why?
Too much money on the line. Too much money on the line, cuz. I'm going to stick to what I stick to. Now, I'm going to know what listen, Rob, I'm going to do what I do. If that's what's been winning, we not trying to break the formula. We going to stick to what's been working. Stick to what's working. All right, let's go a little further, man. Let me see what's about understanding the fundamental side, pretty much trying to give out where money is flowing on a weekly basis. I don't understand the lingo. I don't know where the money going out on a weekly basis, brother. I couldn't answer that fact. I couldn't even answer that for you. It was about understanding the fundamental side, pretty much trying to figure out where money is flowing on a week. I don't know where money is flowing on a weekly basis, bro. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't tell you that. I don't got a money flow sheet. I look at totality, like where is money going overall? Yeah, in totality. I don't look at where money going at this week, where money going, because my trading style is not like that. My investing style is not like that. Yeah. Where is money at, period? That's where I'm going at. So that's the best I can answer that question for you.
Oh, yeah, we hit 3,800 in the chat.
3,800 in the chat, man. Man, I think we're going to start keeping Jose off the show. When Jose not on the show, we get the most people, man. Jose, you scared the people away, Jose. Jose, you scared the people away. Jose is scaring the people away. So you the reason why the people don't come, Jose. We figured it out. See if we can get the 4,000. If we get 4,000 people in the chat without Jose, you're fired. Yes, sir. If we get 4,000 people in the chat without Jose, you fire. Resignation letter. We're firing you based on you're detrimental to the company, bro. You're detrimental to the company, bro. You're a cancerous position, bro. All right, so Goldman Sachs lifts its S&P 500 target price from 7,600 to 8. Now, how Goldman Sachs done did that when this is why we like Goldman. This is why we like Goldman. This is why we like Goldman. Shout out to my people in the Patreon, man, because we love Goldman Sachs. We love Goldman Sachs. I'm about to mess with Jose, y'all. Let me call Jose, y'all. Let's call Jose, y'all. Let's call Jose. Let's call Jose, y'all. He might be watching, though. He might don't answer because he was watching the show. Ja Turkey.
Live on the show.
Say, cuz.
Live on the show. That's what we're doing?
Hey, bro. We had 3,800 people in the chat with you not here.
Look, you do know I'm getting all the calls, all the texts, all the everything. I'm troubleshooting while we're at 3,800 in the chat. Shout out to 3,800 in the chat right now. Let's go.
Hey, if we get 4,000 people in the chat without you, Jose, you fired.
I already saw what you said. I put like, comment. Let's go. Let's go.
How you doing, bro? You good, bro?
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, we good, man.
Where Ash at?
Right here.
Tell her I say what's up. Oh, tell her I don't get no super chat when Jose not here. That's the type of cold. That's cold-blooded, bro. You supposed to love me regardless. You hear me? You supposed to love me regardless.
Said it's graduation day.
I feel like. All right, bro. Go ahead, bro. Love you, bro. Just want to holler at you. I remember Jose, man. Had to get. Miss April, make sure I pay the man who cut the grass and stuff. That man said, he said, Trap, man, I love you, bro, but you ain't even pay me the last 2 invoices, bro. I got to pay the man 3 invoices, yeah? I'm going to give him your info. Because I be seeing the invoice and yeah, I got you. All right. Let's go a little further. So here we go. Goldman Sachs has increased the S&P to 8,000. Now, this is big, y'all. Because, so remember we talked about this, right? We talked about earnings being one of the catalysts. There go Ash. Okay. There go Ash. Come on. We love Ash, man. We love Ash, man. Man, give me a second, y'all. Let me pay this man, bro. I ain't paid the man. What I owe that man? I'm tripping. 5, 10, I'm gonna pay that man. God damn. That's sad, bro. You can't be doing people that, bro. Man, you're a small business killer, bro. Playing a game like that. Let me pay that man. I'm gonna give him something extra, man. You can't live like that, Trap. Come on, bro. I'm gonna send him to you, Miss April. Damn. Let me pay this man. I think it's Freedom Grass. Ishmael, yeah, I'm out of paying $1,500, Miss April. I don't know how I did that. I just paid him, Miss April. And he's such a cool dude, he just still was cutting the grass, you hear me? That's what I appreciate. I'm still cutting the grass, bro. I know you got it. Damn. How I did that. Anyway, all right, let's go a little further, man. All right, so investors poured a lot of money into these ETFs last week. I saw that. VTI, the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF. BND, the Total Bond ETF. SMH. Yo, SMH is up 60-something% year to date, bro. That's crazy. Bruh. iShares government. So this is the sleeper right here. The iShares 0 to 3 month government bond treasury 3-month ETF. That's a sleeper right there. And the Vanguard VOO. So them 5, they've put a lot of money in for sure. So let's go a little further, man. All right, how the richest people invest their money? According to the latest USB Global Families Office. So family office is what wealthy people do, to invest their money. They allocate 58% to traditional assets and 42% to alternative, right? Equities remain the largest allocation at 32%, but private markets play a major role. Private equity, real estate, hedge funds, and private debt is when they buy debt. Together represent more than 1/3 of total portfolios. Another interesting takeaway is despite record equities, family offices still keep 9% in cash. So a family office is a great way to invest money for people that rich people do, right? Rich people do that. So look what they got. Equities at 32%, fixed income at 17%, cash at 9%. And then they go private equity. Then they go private equity and private debt. Then they go real estate. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all about stocks. Why do you think stocks is at the, because it's the easiest way to grow your wealth. I keep telling people I don't have nothing against real estate. Nothing at all. But let me tell you something. Listen, I'm going to just keep it 100% real with you. Watch this. I think real estate is the best way to, one, get tax deductions. But let's just go side by side. In the stock market, you don't have no tenants. You don't got to worry about nobody breaking nothing. You got to worry about none of that. In real estate, in most cases, hear me out here. I'm not saying it's not a good play. Here's what I'm saying, though. In most cases, when you got real estate, the renters are covering the mortgage. You only be net positive $100, $200. Yeah, it's passive. Right? It's passive. But you gotta have a big commercial real estate for it to really be a game changer. And everybody not just getting big commercial real estate like that. Right? Everybody not getting commercial real estate like that. Now, let's change the game. Let's say the same money that you was gonna get, if you took that, whatever you was gonna put into that, and you just put it into like stocks or REITs or something that paid dividends or something like that, you got a whole different situation going on right there. Because you're getting paid off the increase in value and you're getting paid off the dividend. Now, what I love about the real estate part of it is, one, you get the depreciation for taxes. That's one. And then you can leverage it. Now, you can also leverage your stocks as well. But the difference is, your portfolio got to be a nice size for you to leverage that. I can go leverage the house the minute I got, let me leverage that junk. You hear me? You can pull equity from it, still have the ownership, and you could do the 1031 exchange where you get it, you take thing, you get another one. So there's perks to both. But the second thing I'm gonna say to real estate is this, and again, it's not a knock to it. Please, it's not a knock to it. I'm definitely not saying it's not. So all my real estate people are gonna cut this up and chop it up and shoot me down. I love real estate. I got this big ass building. I own 2 apartment complexes. So I'm not talking about somebody who don't got real estate. I got 2 apartment complexes. Listen to me. 2 apartment complexes. Over 100 units in each one of them. I got a 50,000 square foot building. Clearly, I got real estate. So I'm not speaking this as a hyperbole. Oof. Come on, Trap. Come on, Trap. You heard that, Miss April? Come on. Right? This is somebody that owns 2 apartment complexes. This is somebody that owns 40 acres of land. This is somebody that owns a 50,000 square foot building. Tax purposes only. Because the minute somebody breaks something and all that, then that money gone. So what I gotta do, you take the stock money, that's the game. Now, if you really want to kill it in real estate, this is how you kill it. You go get storage units, you go get car washes. That's how you kill it. Now, when you say you want to kill it in real estate, that's the killer. The storage unit, the car washes. That's the killers. That's the gotcha. That's how you get them laundromats. That's how you get them under. Nah, I got you. Now you cash flowing. Yeah, just regular it's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. All right, let's go a little further. No, I don't want to do that, Ben. Good job, though. Good job. Man, let's get a 1-800-TRAPPER hotline, man. We ain't talking to our people.
Charlie, what's up, big bro? Salute to you. Hey, y'all don't mind my hair, my beard and shit. Tomorrow I'll be there from the shave. I'll get right after work. But look, Trap, my question is, I've been following your gap fill reversal entries and bouncing out key level entries. But boom. What you use for confirmation? Like, once you see that gap fill reversal and bounce out the key level, you jumping out the damn plane or you looking for confirmation? So boom, for confirmation, like, are you looking at volume? Are you looking at continuation? Are you looking at the next day / current day open and low above previous day's high and close? Like, what you losing for confirmation? Appreciate y'all. Salute.
I love you. No, I love you, dog. I'm gonna need you to slow that shit down next time, cuz. I need you to slow it down. And I need you to stop looking like the police chasing you, bro. You making me nervous, shit. That's me. I need you to slow it down. You know what I mean? I said what, and the thing said what? What? So when I'm looking at a gap fill reversal, yep, I'm looking, then I'm going to go to the 1 hour, and I'm going to go to the 1 hour to see if I see momentum changing. So if I'm going for the gap fill reversal, I want to see once it hit the gap, am I seeing momentum on the 1 hour? Am I seeing some 1 hour candles that's changing back, coming out of that gap? That's going to let me know that. Two, if I'm looking at a, what's the other one he said? Same thing for a dynamic support as well. Like, am I seeing that? Notice I'll wait for that that tail to come. Why? Because now if I go look at the hourly, I'll see 1 or 2 candles that have formed to show me, hey, watch the word I'm about to say here, buyers are stepping in. So that's what I'm looking for. So yeah, I'm waiting to see buyers step in before I just make that move, SB. So great question, bro. Great question. Great question. All right, so follow the money. Trump portfolio focuses on high impact sectors like tech, AI, energy, banking, industrials, and consumer leaders. Major companies such as NVIDIA, Tesla, Apple, Boeing, ExxonMobil, JP Morgan show a mix of innovative growth and global scale. Long-term themes like AI, technology, energy, and industrial development shape their portfolio strategy. Now, Trap, when you're ready to develop some subdivisions, all right, I got you, bro. I appreciate you, man. Yes, sir. Now, here's what I will say, right? Like, this man has made 3,600 trades in Q1. 3,600. That ain't coincidence. That ain't coincidence. Somebody said, Trap, I blew my account. I need advice. Should I quit? I went from 5K to 3. Ask yourself that. And I mean that in the most positive way. Ask yourself that. Watch this. Do you think the game is broke, or do you think you haven't understood the game yet? That's a simple question. You think if the game is broke, then we all should quit. I don't think the game is broke. I think it's you. And I'm saying that respectfully. And the reason why we know the game ain't broke is because we still see people making money. So if people still making money and the market still printing money, that means the game ain't broke. The machine ain't broke. That means we got to fix ourselves. So I think you got to get busy. You got some homework to do. You know what I'm saying? All right, so there we go. Donald Trump, 3,711 trades point to multiple stock market strategies. President Donald Trump's last financial disclosure has drawn scrutiny from its astonishing scale. 3,700 trades, almost entirely in shares of companies across the U.S., including many whose fortunes can turn federal policy. What do you think? Collectively, they constitute an unprecedented burst of stock market activity by sitting president that has prompted detractors to warn of insider dealing. But a review of his transaction reveals patterns that bear the hallmarks of overlapping portfolio management strategy, often index-based and much of it likely automated, and all of it difficult to distinguish. So, here's what I'm gonna say. Is he doing something that the rest of them ain't doing? Nope. I'll be honest with you. You know why they put this on the public like that? It ain't because they want us to know that he doing this. All of them do it. All right? But this is a way, I'm not taking enough for him at all. What I'm saying is, this is a way to make people angry. Instead of just saying, hey, just follow what he doing.
Follow what he do.
So, before any stock run, Trump always said, buy it. He always gonna get on a news conference and say, we trying to do this. I just bought that. The government just put a stake in Intel. Who is the government? He the government. The government just bought a stake in NVIDIA. The government is trying to buy drone stocks now. The government is getting, the government. Bruh. All I was saying is, bruh, like, listen, I feel like this, bruh. And this is real talk. I don't have the luxury to complain. And this ain't just, it's any president, bruh. I don't have the luxury to complain about the president's trading stocks. I don't have the luxury to complain about Nancy Pelosi trading stocks. That's not my rage bait. You know what my rage bait is? Why we ain't doing it too. Because they're going to get on here and tell us what they're doing. But he called others out for doing the same thing 2 years ago. Bro, they all do it. Joe Biden, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Joe Biden was the number 2 person who voted for the 94 crime bill and also called blacks super predators. You think he changed his stance? You think he changed his stance? You can go down every person in political, you can go down every person in any type of political structure and leadership role. From Barack on down. And I like Barack. I don't care what people say. I like Barack. From Barack on down, they all switch sides. They all say whatever they think the right thing is to get in office. Why say you can't trust a politician? Why you think they say you can't trust a politician and a used car salesman? They're going to say whatever to get the deal. They're going to say whatever to get the deal. They're going to say whatever to... They'll get it right. Hey, man, everything he doing is wrong and get right in the office and do everything they said people was doing. You know why? The goal is to get in the office. That's the goal. That is the goal. What's a used car salesman goal? Get you to buy this lemon. And hope you don't understand what the lemon law is. It's the goal. That's why I don't ever fall for the rage bait. When we talk about Hillary Clinton, super predator. You forgot what she called her super predator. She also wanted to get the dudes killed for the Central Park fire. She was part of that too. Not just Donald Trump. Her too. All of them. Let's go roll the beautiful bean footage. You know why? They were trying to get in office. People change. Man, they're going to say whatever to get in office, man. And they're going to say, I'm sorry afterwards. They're going to say, I'm sorry afterwards, man. And that's from congressman, senator, watch this, white, black, Spanish. I'm not saying a color. I'm saying a politician. What about Reagan and crack? Same thing. What Joe Biden said? If you don't vote for me, you must be smoking crack. You think that's the right thing to say to people? What are we saying here, bro? Like, what are we saying here? I'm not taking up for nobody. I'm saying a politician gonna do what politicians do. Politician. Pole lie. Titian equals magician. Pole lie magician. It's magic. How fast they switch sides. You feel me? Joe Biden said, hey, I'm a constitute. We not going to do nothing. President should do something until he had to get his son out of jail. Get what he did? Hey, get my son up out of there. Get him out of there. Come on, man. Pole lie magician, man. It is what it is. It is what it is, bro. Like, I don't understand it. They're going to say whatever is needed, man, to get that vote, to get where they got to get at, bro. You know why I love The Wire so much? Because The Wire shows you that, bro. That's why I love The Wire so much. The Wire shows you, like, what them politicians will do to get in that office, bro. They don't care, bro. They're going to say whatever. Huh? Come on, Let's go a little further, man. Go a little further, man. Here's what it is. Trap of the week, man. Let's get to it. All right. Trap of the week is none other than Nanny Helen Burroughs. Okay. I like this queen. This about to be interesting. All right, Nanny Helen Burroughs, from 1879 to 1961, was an African-American educator, entrepreneur, and civil rights leader whose pioneering work expanded opportunities for black women. She founded the National Training School for Women and Girls in Washington, D.C., creating one of the first U.S. institutions owned and operated by black women. Let's go. We don't got no sound.
Well, that's certainly the case for one of the greatest teachers ever, Nanny Helen Burroughs. Born in Orange, Virginia on May 2nd, 1879, to formerly enslaved parents, Nanny Helen went on to become an educator, orator, religious leader, a published playwright, a civil rights activist, a feminist, and a businesswoman. Whew, I'm out of breath. But despite excelling academically and graduating with honors, Burroughs found difficulties in securing a teaching position because of the oppressive racial and social prejudices of the time. Regardless, she was determined to create for Black women the opportunities that she did not have. In 1907, in Washington, D.C., Burroughs began planning the National Trade and Professional School for Women and Girls. The school opened in 1909 with 26-year-old Burroughs as its first president. Burroughs adopted the motto, "We specialize in the wholly impossible." The school taught courses in high school and junior college level. She led a faculty in training students through a curriculum that emphasized both vocational and professional skills. Her students would go on to be self-sufficient wage earners. She also became an advocate of Black history, requiring each of her students to pass that course before graduation. Nanny never married. She devoted her entire life to her school and remained its principal until her death on May 20th, 1961. 3 years later, the institution she founded was renamed in her honor, the Nanny Burroughs School. The remarkable Nanny Helen Burroughs.
Go, Queen! I'm going to tell y'all something. This is why I love this part of Trappin' Tuesdays. Because we get to highlight people that don't normally get highlighted. We get to highlight people that don't normally get highlighted. And so that's what I love. All right, let's go a little further. All right, so tech just logged its hottest rally since the dot-com era. This was really good. Watch this. The U.S. technology sector has rallied 42% over the last 2 months. I'm going to just stop right there. I try to give y'all data so I'm not up here just talking. And in my mind, if I give y'all enough data, you'll get it. I'm researching. I'm spending a week researching. I'm not in the Patreon like I need to be. I'm not in Trappers Anonymous like I need to be because I'm researching so we can get y'all data so you can get in this market. So, the U.S. technology sector has rallied 42% over the last 2 months, the largest 2-month rally in 24 years. Right? Also marks the second largest rally this century, surpassing even the 40% gain seen during the dot-com bubble. The surge has been largely filled up by chip stocks, with the semiconductor index rising 66% over the same period. Watch this. By comparison, the S&P is up 16%, while the Dow is up 10% over the same period. Meanwhile, the S&P is up 20% since March 30th low, with the top 10 stocks contributing 65% of the index. Half of the top 10 were semiconductors. Do me a favor, Benton, go back to the recession portfolio. Go back to the recession portfolio for me. Just for a quick second. Apple, ACLS, AEHR. These deal with chips. AMAT, Amazon, not bad. ARM, got in that today. ASTS, space. AVGO, chips. BE, energy, deal with AI. CAT, COHR, deals with AI. Go to the next one. Dell, technology. DRAM, technology. DRAM, technology. GLW, technology. Google, technology. Google, technology. Goldman Sachs, financials. GSIT, technology. IGV, technology. Intel, technology. Marvell, technology. MU, technology. Let's go a little further. MU, technology. MBIS, technology. NVIDIA, technology. NVIDIA, technology. Planet Labs, space. QQQ, technology. SNDK, technology. SNDK, technology. STX, technology. STX, technology. TER, technology. TSM, technology. UFO, space. WDC, technology. Man, Trap, how you be making so much money? Technology. I'm not that smart. I'm not that brilliant. I just see where the money going, and all I gotta learn is, hey, where them footprints at on the chart? Technology. Technology. So when I'm in 40-something plays and 3 of them are not winners, guess what I'm gonna say? I can take that. I can take that. I'm all right. You do a $1.1 million a month. I ain't even put up what we did last. I think last time I did, I think I did 850,000 in May. Talking about $1.9 million in 2 months? Bro, I'm not that technology. Technology. I said this a million times, bro. You will not, I said this when the market was down. I said this, I've been saying, you cannot have a market rally without technology. The rally's gonna be weak. Look at the difference between the market early in the year when Exxon, Chevron, when they was holding the market up. It was barely up. Soon as NVIDIA and technology start playing the game, whole new market. Trillions start getting added. Why? Technology. Why are you trying to trade anything else? Oh, Trap, I like Nike. Why? Trap, what you think about AT&T? Nothing. Costco barely in, the minute you start tripping. Technology. Technology. Trap, what I should invest in? Technology. Look at that. Technology. Trap, where should I put my first $1,000? Technology. Trap, I got $5,000. Technology. Technology. Yeah, just pick one. Matter of fact, the top 7, yeah, just pick one. And no matter which one. Technology. Technology. Why would I do anything else? Man, what you be trading, Trap? Technology. Some financials here and there. Energy here and there. But 99% technology. Yeah. Just a little technology. It's simple. You day trade it? No, I'm a swing trade it. Why? Because I know there's going to be a little pullbacks here and there, but technology. Look, we going further. Watch this. 3 AI giants are about to reshape Wall Street. 3 of Wall Street's most valuable AI-driven companies, SpaceX, OpenAI, and Anthropic. Now, Anthropic has now filed for IPO. Why? Because it can't let OpenAI go to the market by itself. Why would it do that? Right? Within a 5-month window. Together worth $3.7 trillion, more than the GDP of Germany, France combined. SpaceX lists first on June 12th at a targeted $1.7 trillion valuation, potentially the largest IPO in history. OpenAI aiming for $850 billion to $1 trillion valuation in 2026, while Anthropic, now valued at $900 billion, plans its own late 2026 debut. In just 4 years, companies once unknown in markets are preparing to go public at a combined valuation larger than Apple. Got a secret for y'all. If you want to be a multi-millionaire in the next 10 years, put as much money as you can in technology. Mm-hmm. If you could take the next couple years, and say, hey, I'm just about to learn charts and technology. Change the game for you. Watch this. The AI arms race heads to Wall Street. Anthropic just announced that it has confidently filed its S-1 with the SEC for a proposed IPO. The valuation has exploded. The AI giant is now gearing up for a historic IPO alongside SpaceX and OpenAI. I'm just saying. Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm going to be real with you. I am going to get the SpaceX, but I'm going to wait for a little while. I'm going to wait till it come down. And I know when it IPOs, it's going to rally. Then once them big dogs get the cash out, it's going to fall. I'm going to be honest with you. Within the first year of that IPO, I'm trying to put at least 80 grand in there. Between 80 for me and about another 20 for my daughter. But I think the most successful one going to be Anthropic. That's going to be the one. They dangerous. They dangerous on so many levels. Sam Altman's scared of that boy. He's scared of that boy there. He's scared of that boy. He talk all that games to big dog. He's scared of that boy there. I'm going for 100 bands in there. Oh, yeah. Boy, there's a mad scientist on what he doing with the AI. That Anthropic CEO, that boy dangerous. The way he know how to, he and everybody mix. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he different. Claude is sick. Yeah. Anyway, here's Google. Alphabet plans to raise $800 billion from stock sales to fund the AI build-out. Nah, Google, they like, bro, we going all in. Y'all ain't gonna leave us behind. They going all in. The market kind of punching them in the face right now because of what they doing, but Google like, we don't care. Y'all will thank me for it in 2 years. Let's go a little further, man. Let's go a little further.
Hey, Trap. Appreciate you for.
Somebody said over SpaceX. Yes. Here's why. SpaceX will get a $1.7 trillion valuation. I broke this down last week. They only made $18 billion. Say that again. The stock is going to trade at $1.7 trillion market cap. It only made $18 billion last year. Majority of their money is tied to Starlink. Now, Starlink is going to be really, really good. But the market going to make that work for something. At some point, the market going to make them prove that. Same thing they doing with Palantir right now. Going to make you prove that big old Wall Street selling a story right now. They got to sell the SpaceX story. They're going to get this big old valuation. And all them people, you got to think, I just read a story that a dude invested $50,000. Oh, my God. I forgot the CEO name. He invested $50,000 in SpaceX in 2009. $50,000 in 2009 is worth $3.2 billion right now. At IPO, that's what it will be worth. He invested $50,000 in 2009. That's a seed. Bro, we wasn't even thinking about space then. He invested $50,000 in 2009. It's worth 3-point-something billion right now. And that's with the 1.7 trillion IPO. You know what's gonna happen when it hit, when it IPOs. When the IPOs is gonna take off. Because all the new money gonna try to jump in. And then that's when the old money who been in, people like him, they cashing out. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, people gonna cash out. You gotta think, they got people who been invested in that company for 10, 15 years. But they done put 50,000, 100,000 in. Then you had the people that came later on, like 2020, 2021. They done put 100,000, 75, because you don't gotta put millions in it. That's the thing about a startup. You don't gotta put millions in it. You could be like, oh, I got $500,000 for you. Oh, I got 200,000 for you. I got 50,000 for you. I got 30,000 for you. Bro, when this thing pop off at one, that's why I'm telling us, like, if I'm us, I don't invest in it at IPO. I wait. Because all them people want cash out. Bro, man, you put 50 grand in there. And when it go to the market, it's worth 3-point-something billion. Bro, you taking the 3 billion, leaving the rest. Let me get that, man. I'm straight. You taking the if it's worth 3.1 billion, give me the 3 billion, leave the one, whatever, that 100 million, leave that there. I'm straight. I'm gonna let that work. I put 50,000 turned to 3. Man, let me get that out you, man. Stop playing with me. Dad, what did you do? I invested in SpaceX when it was, 50,000. Greatest investment of all time. So with that, if I'm y'all, that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. For SpaceX, I'm going to wait. I'm going to chill. Let that thing rally, come back down. But let's go 1-800-TRAPPIN hotline. Let's go.
Hey, Trap. Appreciate you for taking my question. Man, so I got a question around Irene and just even a lot of these Bitcoin people shifting over to AI. One, I think it's smart, but I'm always curious to hear your insight on that. And then two, Irene started putting on a lot of debt to be able to build some of these grids and power. And I've heard a lot of people say towards the end, like, what's going to happen when you no longer need these grids anymore? So I'm curious, do you think down the line that could just be a waste of build out? Or is there ways, like, after they're building these things, they can continue to compute? Or will it get to a point where the computing will outgrow what they need and they're going to start shifting the space? So just appreciate your insight.
What's good, King? That's a really good question, too. I think AI moving so fast, everything going to evolve. That's why I keep saying we in the early stages. Because as we need more and more compute, as we need more and more energy, they going to keep on trying. Like, that's why they're trying to go out of space right now. They already understand, like, hey, this is about to be a problem. But guess what? The greed in them won't let them slow down. Listen to what I'm saying to you right now. They already know that this is about to be a problem. That's why they're trying to do stuff underwater. That's why they're trying to go out of space. That's why NVIDIA trying to get paid $22,000 a year to put the thing on the side of your house. This is about to be a problem. But the greed ain't gonna let them slow down. The greed gonna make them, hey, we can figure it out. You're gonna have neighborhoods where everybody in the neighborhood got data center things attached to their house. They understand it. The greed will not let them slow down. And so because of that, all of that's in play. We're going to find, the ocean going to be messed up in a few, bro. Bro, you know what it take to cool one of them things down? Georgia, the facility in Fayetteville stole 29 million gallons of water, bro. $29 million. Bro, you can mark my word. They gonna try to build a data center, a cooling station in the Arctic Ocean or something, bro. These people about to try to jeopardize the fish and everything moving forward, man. Greed, bro. They gonna be killing everything. And they gonna lie in your face. Hey, there's nothing wrong. It's perfectly fine. Bro, the water green. It's the Antarctic, bro. That water is the best water in the world. That water is not supposed to be green. Hey, the polar bears is brown now. How the polar bears get brown, bro? And you know how it go? Once one do it, it's over. That's why they want to go to space now. They don't want to just go up there to go. They see, hey, we about to be a problem, but we can't slow down. We can't slow down. It's the thing, I'm not going to use that analogy. You know what I'm about to say. You can't slow down. You're too far in. Ain't no turning back. You done thought about the results. You say, hey. I love you. It's over. You done thought about it. You done played it in your head. It makes sense. Ain't no turning back, man. Ain't no turning back. You gone. You gone. That's where they at right now. They're at a point where they realize, wait, bro. Bro, you know how much money this is gonna make us? Man, let's fire 30,000 people, bro, because we need that money to go build a... Damn. All right. Let's fire 50 more thousand people. We need that money. We got to build this data center. Bro, you know how much money this is going to make us? Bro, we're going to be trillionaires. And now you see one man. Once you see one man go for it, it's like, oh, he going to get $1 trillion? Oh, we can go get $1 trillion, cuz. What about them people that are going, oh, they'll be all right. And now, watch this. You got a president that love money. So we got to do while he in office. We got to do while he in office. Say, my boy, hey, let this go. I got something for you. Hey, man, this is the best company in the world. They about to be $1 trillion. Wake up the next day, stock up $150. Come on, man. We complain about the game instead of seeing what's going on. All money ain't good money. Man, shut up. This is a stock market, man. Shut up. I want to hear what you talking about, man. What are you talking about? Go over there, man. I'm going to get this. I'm going to help you out. That's all I'm saying, bro. We got to play the... Listen, we got to stop expecting this game to be fair. It ain't. It ain't. You know what ain't fair? It ain't fair for you to watch these people make this money and you be struggling on your bills. That's what ain't fair. It ain't fair for you to be having to pay $4, $5, $6 a gallon of gas while they doing insider trading. It ain't, you know what ain't fair? What ain't fair is inflation going up, but the people that you work for ain't increasing your pay. That what ain't fair. Better come learn how to get in this market. I advise everybody that work in this company with me, hey, get in the market, fam. Ain't no way you can sit here and watch me impact this many people. Ain't no way you can sit here and watch all these people make money learning from me and you like, oh, I ain't making no money. There's no way possible. So stop looking for fair. Stop letting people rage bait you on Instagram. Stop letting people rage bait you on TikTok. Tell all of them, hey, get out of my face. I got 2 more years to make this money. I don't know what the next president gonna do. I don't know who it's gonna be. I don't know what he gonna do. But right now, while Orange Man in office, every time he say he bought something, I'm buying it. Because I know one thing. I know 2 for sure and 3 for certain. He ain't gonna lose no money in that market. How do I know? 3,700 trades in 1 quarter. Do that mean I like him? Do that mean I agree with him? Hell no. It just means I'm not gonna let him put his kids in the rich house while my kids in the poor house. That what that mean. That what that mean. I'm not gonna watch him. I just put this on my Instagram the other day. I put an Instagram up. I said, and we about to talk about it next. Donald Trump watch this. The Trump administration is now investing $1.5 billion in defense and aerospace. And one of the main companies was a company called Unusual Machines. Guess who was a part of that company? His son. The stock is up 129% year to date. His son is on the board of directors and is one of the majority shareholders. I wonder why they gonna get all of the contracts. I wonder why. I just wonder why. I just wonder why. Oh man, that's illegal. Duh. Tell me something we don't know. Man, that dude got 50 felonies. Yeah, we know, and they still put him in office, which shows us they don't care neither. Oh, man, so they don't care, you don't care? No, I ain't never cared. Let me get that clear with you. I ain't never cared, because when I went to prison, I realized it was 90% us. And when I looked at my hood, I realized all the people was on drugs, and everybody was working 2 and 3 jobs and still couldn't make it, and living in the slums. And I realized when I went to welfare office, it was my people, it was more of us. When I realized the public school was trash, when I realized we couldn't afford private school, when I realized everybody around me, mama was working 2 and 3 jobs, when I realized everybody around me, mamas and aunties was on drugs, I knew it wasn't fair then. I knew it wasn't fair then. I knew when me and a white dude went to jail for the same thing, he got probation and I was looking at 99. I knew it wasn't fair then. I knew it wasn't fair. So why would I expect in 2026 it to start being fair all of a sudden? Yeah, it's 2026. It's fair now. What? What? Fair? Gotta be kidding me. So, yeah, we watch them put their people in place and we complain about putting our people in place. Watch this. Let me just show you something real crazy. Everybody attacked LeBron for getting Bronny in the NBA, but we ain't saying nothing about these folks been doing that forever. Owners give their kids ownership of the NBA team. They ain't earned that. Jenny Buss ain't no shit about basketball, but get what Jerry Buss said. Hey, and my daughter, Lakers, that's for you, baby. Al Davis died. His sons, that team ain't been shit since Al, but get what he said. My sons, you on the Raiders now. That's what nepotism is. You get in position so you can put your people in position. Not I'm going to get a job so my son can have his job when I die. Take that how you want. is you learn the game, you build wealth, you learn about stocks, you learn about investing, you learn about real estate, you use the job to get in stocks, to get investing, to get in real estate, and then you say, hey, I like this because I like this, but my kids, hey, I'm getting you something else. I talked to my daughter the other day, bruh. I said, Stank, man, look at your account, man. She said, Dad, I got all that money? I said, nope, I got it. You can't touch it. I said, but let me tell you something. It is yours. But I ain't taught you enough about money yet for you to have control of it. But it's yours. I said, now here's the thing. If you get to 19, it's going to be this. But I ain't going to let you touch it when you're 19. Daddy going to still be here. But by the time you 30, it's going to be this. She said, oh, yeah, we can let it sit till 30. She was like, yeah, I like that 30 number, Daddy. Yeah, that 30 number. Oh, B, that 30 number. 30, Daddy? She said, look what she said. That ain't but 20 years. I said, yeah. It ain't but 20. I said, but check this out. I said, if something ever happened to Dad, I got to set up, though. I'm setting up where, like, that building for you, that building going to be for you. I said, you do whatever you want with it. I said, when I pass away, I'm going to make sure the building paid for. She said, I'll probably keep it for you, though. I said, but it's yours. You can do whatever you want with it. She said, you going to teach me what to do with it? I said, you do whatever you want with it. I said, but, I'll go to impact people, to serve people, so I won't show you what we're doing. As you get older, I won't show you. I said, we're going to build a great team, but you got to earn it. I'm going to show you how to run it. But you got to come in there and you got to learn how to be with people and talk to people, see what everybody's doing as we build that building. I said, but it ain't going to be the only building. We're going to get more. We're going to get apartments. Got a house. She said, I like that, Daddy. I like that. I said, yeah. I said, you be whatever you want to be in this world. That's my goal. My goal is to lead this earth. I learned this from Black Panther, bro, and I'll never forget this. He said, a father's job is to prepare his kids to succeed in life when he gone. I never forget that statement. He said, a father's job is to prepare his kids to succeed in life when he gone. And how do we do that? We teach them and we position them. I say, you do whatever you want to do with this building. I say, it's yours. We're going to buy more, though. But I got to teach you that money is one thing, impact is another. You want to impact people. And this is what I told her. I said, if you can impact people, they don't care if you make money. You do for people, they don't care if you make money. But if all you're doing is for yourself, people going to hate you. So learn, we got to always learn. That's why we feed homeless, less fortunate people. We do stuff, and I take her with me when we do stuff like that, because she need to see that. Let's go a little further, man. So the White House is looking to invest $1.5 billion into defense and aerospace. Here's the companies: Palantir, AVAV, KTOS, Rocket Labs, ASTS, PL, ONDS, OSS, LMT, NOC, HII, GD, MP, LHS, and RTX. Take a screenshot of that. Let's go a little further, man. I go to the next one. We talked about that already. All right, you go. From turbulence to turbo, American Airlines goes to Starlink. This was really big, right? American Airlines plans to add Starlink into Wi-Fi to more than 500 narrow-body aircraft beginning in 2027, expanding high-speed internet access across domestic and short-haul international flights. The move comes as American Airlines race to improve onboard connectivity and flows similar Starlink partnership carriers include United, Southwest, Alaska, Singapore Airlines, and Emirates. This is why I said American Airlines is going to be the biggest, not American Airlines, Starlink is going to be the biggest thing that American Airlines, I keep saying American Airlines, that it's going to be the biggest thing that SpaceX makes money off. It's going to be the biggest thing that SpaceX makes money off of. All right, let's go a little further. All right. Hold up. AI powered. So I put this up today too. A new distributed data center platform designed to add gigawatts of AI computing capacity by utilizing residential and small commercial properties. The system, which launches with NVIDIA RTX Pro 600 Blackwell GPUs, aims to help AI companies access more computing power without waiting for large-scale data centers and grid infrastructure projects, increasing one of the biggest bottlenecks in the AI. Listen to me, y'all. I'm gonna say this to y'all, and y'all not gonna like this, but y'all need to like it. Bruh, NVIDIA is the dominant player in the AI space. Where they go, AI goes. Watch what I say when I say this, though. Other companies will outperform it. But if NVIDIA fails, the whole thing fails. Does that make sense? And where he positions them is where the market goes. You know when memory stocks started running? When Ginseng said, we have a memory bottleneck. SNDK, WDC, MU, all of them started running late last year when Ginseng Wang said memory is the issue. We don't have enough memory. We got all the computers, we got all the chips, we don't have enough memory. And that's when you saw people like MU and SNDK say, hey, we switching. We going all AI memory. You saw people like Seagate, we've been there heavy, like, hey, if we ain't gonna go to memory, well, they're gonna need what's called bulk storage. We're gonna do that. Listen to what he telling you where AI going. Bro, this is a masterclass tonight. I don't got nothing else to tell y'all, man. I don't got nothing else to tell y'all, man. He telling us what's going on. We just gotta listen to it. When he say, hey, I'm telling you, if you go look at MU. They ain't start really, MU was mediocre. It was a mediocre company, man. They wasn't getting that pop like that. Till when Ginseng said, hey, memory companies, like that's the bottleneck in AI. He said, we got all the chips, we don't have enough memory. If you know anything about SNDK, they was known for the chips in the camera. That's what they known for. The scan that go in the camera. They say, hey, we pivoting, y'all. We gonna still do the camera, but we going, hey, AI memory, that's what we going. I just made a video today on my Instagram. I say Ginseng gave us the 5 layers that are pivotal for the AI stack. I'm giving you the game. I'm telling you where to go at. It's so crazy, bro. Like, if you think about it, bro, if you just look at my page, for the last 10 weeks, I've been like, hey, you know why? Because I said, you know what? I'm not just going to wait till Tuesday. And literally everything I've said has went crazy. Now, in the Patreon, all we doing, here's the crazy part. In the Patreon, all we do is trade the same stuff I tell y'all on the page. We just wait for our entry points. Hey, that's it, y'all. Let's go. Think I'm lying? Ben, go back to the recession portfolio one more time, Ben. Just one more time. Just one more time. One more time, Ben. One more time, go back to recession portfolio for me, please, bro. I appreciate you so much. Just one more time, right? One more time. All right, look, I talked about it, all right? Let's talk about it. Apple, we say, hey, Apple, I made it plain. I said, hey, Apple is going to be pivotal because they're not a technology company, y'all. They're a staples company. And then we talked about what? AEHR, ACLS, what are they? They're testing systems for AI. AMAT, equipment. Amazon, AI, ARM, AI, ASTS. We talked about space. Out of here. AVGO, chips, BE, energy. CAT, AI, COHR, AI. Let's go a little further first. Dell, chips, DRAM, memory, GLW, AI, Google, AI. Goldman Sachs, I say, hey, y'all, watch this. Goldman Sachs is underwriting the SpaceX IPO. Soon as I said that, I said, hey, y'all, Patreon. Goldman Sachs is underwriting the SpaceX IPO. Let's go. IGV, Intel, Trump. Marvell, chips. MU, chips. It's not a game. I want to end it right here tonight, bro. I just want to say something to all of us, bro. I want to say something to us, bro, and I want us to really... This episode here was powerful for me. And the reason why it's powerful for me is because, man, I really want us to win. This is why, if we being real, like, I don't be on no egotistical shit. I don't really be wanting to beef with nobody, bro. I really stepped into another mode. Like, I don't got nothing against nobody in the Instagram space or none of that because, bro, like, my mission is, how do I just keep giving game on what I'm doing, bro? How do I keep putting out at least one of these talking reels a day? Not the fan. And if you look at my page, we even scaled back. It ain't no more the pretty, the trying to make it look, hey, me getting my phone in my library or me walking and talking. It's one of three things. It's either money I'm making. The reason why I post my money is because I'm like, yo, I want y'all to see what it look like for somebody to make 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, 500,000. I want you to see it because when you see it, you believe it. Nothing against nobody else. I say, I just want to push the envelope. I just want to push it. I just want to show you it can be done. But I'm going to also show you the losses too because I want you to understand that happens too. But then I want to show you the people in my group. Man, somebody come in the group and say, bro, I started the thing with $25,000, bro. This thing is at $200,000, bro. This everyday working people. This entrepreneurs. Ain't nobody just got no big bag laying around. But they trust in the process. They believe in the process. They everyday people just like you and me. So my mind, like, how can I just keep giving more game? How can I not be distracted by the noise? How can I not be distracted by the BS? Bro, how can I not look at none of that? And just focus on the information, the news, the headlines. How do I go deeper and then take that and turn it into a 3-minute walking clip that I can give my people? How do we do a webinar every Saturday now? Because it's that time. It's that time. We can't afford this. We can't afford not to be in this game. We can't afford not to be investing. I don't even care if you're not trading, but you can't afford not to be investing right now. That's how serious this game is, y'all. We see these people making millions and hundreds of millions of dollars, y'all. There's no reason I don't care if you got $100. Let's go. We need to be saying, hey, I'm cutting out anything that don't help me get to this goal. So if I don't got to take no trips for the next 2 years, ain't no trips being taken. If I ain't going shopping, and Christmas canceled this year, everything going into the market. I ain't mad at you. That's the type of sacrifice you got to make when you really serious about it. For me, it was, A, I'm giving them my apartment in the A, I'm coming sleep on the sofa in my auntie house. Because here's the thing, y'all. Just like the .com bubble, it all got to end. And I won't be the one sitting at the back like, hey, I made up. Man, I changed my whole... You know how many people changed their whole family? You know, from that 2008 crisis, from that to 2000 to the pandemic, you know how many people changed their family? Imagine getting a 9-year run. We in the beginning, y'all. We not in the middle. We in the beginning. You know how you know we in the beginning? I want you to think about something. Think about when the Industrial Revolution first started. Go do your research on it. When they start building the power plants, that was just the beginning. When Ford started building the Ford factories, when the Rockefeller started building the oil refineries, that was the beginning of it. So you see the major companies right now, they going all in on data centers. I want you to think in your mind, this is the Rockefellers building oil refineries. This is the train companies building railroad stations. That's where we at right now. Train companies are building railroad stations and the Rockefellers are building oil refineries. That's where we at right now in AI. It went from just AI on your phone to, hey, we need data centers now. It went from data centers to we need data centers. And we're going to just pay people $22,000 to $30,000 a year to put this on their house. We in the beginning, y'all. And when I say the beginning, I'm talking first, second, third inning. We got a long way to go. There's going to be some turbulence along the way, but you got to be able to endure all of that. So at the end of this, I just want to say, man, after tonight's episode, y'all, man, let's prepare for victory, man. It's your boy, the Wallstreet Trap, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Let's get this money, man. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. Go check out the YouTube we dropped yesterday. It's a banger. Go check out the YouTube we dropped yesterday on the Wallstreet Trapper page. It's a banger. Get your merch. We ain't even put the thing up. We got the 200 episode coming up, man. I think we got like 10 seats left for that. We got the 200 episode coming up. I think we got 10 seats left because we ain't trying to have 300 people in here. I ain't keep it real with you. Keep it real with you. Also, man, come join the Patreon. Come join Trappers Anonymous. The links is in the chat, man. Other than that, man, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Salute.